all things today. So thank you so much for the little prompts from the chat. We appreciate that. It is being recorded. Now back to an incredible speaker. So she is a friend. She is an incredible wife. I was recently at her wedding, and let me say how dedicated this woman is to her business. She was doing presentations the day before she was going to get married. Like in my head, I could not even comprehend how she could show up to a presentation the night before she was about to get married. But that's how organized she is, and that's how professional she is. And that's what I love about her. So Adina, welcome, our pharmacist, talking about the skincare from Romania. We're so excited to have you on as our first speaker for today.
Wow, hello Melanie, hello everybody. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. Yes, I was so honored to share the stage with you 2 times, and now I think it's the 3rd time, and I'm so blessed and grateful to be here with you today. And of course, I want to share my story a little bit to tell you some things about me. I am a pharmacist, as Melanie told you. I work as a medical representative on a pharmaceutical company, and I discovered the network company for about 3 years ago. When I was working 12 hours a day, or maybe 13 hours a day. I had 2 jobs, no time for me, but I wanted more. And I discovered this networking part, and I loved it. And here I am today after 3 years with a lot of friends. I met my husband through this network company. And I enjoy my life. And of course, I enjoy secret products, because about secret products, we will talk today. And I want to share my screen, of course. Okay, just a little bit. And I think it's working right now. So as I told you today, we will speak about secret products. And I want to ask you, did you know that the skin absorbs up to 60% of the chemicals contained in the product, and the substances absorbed by the skin go directly into the blood? Did you know that a woman uses around 12 personal care products that contain 168 different chemicals? Wait just a minute, because I was told that it's not okay. Melanie, do you see it okay?
I do see it okay. You just need to press play. So if you can press play on your slides, it will make the screen much bigger rather than seeing all your slides on the left.
Resume share. No, my husband told me that it can't be seen okay, but for me it's full screen.
I think it's great. I think it's great. Like we can see it in the center, so I wouldn't worry.
Okay, so again, did you know that a woman uses around 12 personal care products that contain 168 different chemicals? And did you know by using conventional cosmetics on a daily basis, you can absorb almost 2 kilograms of chemicals into your body every year? Wow, I said the same thing when I saw this. And in that moment, I realized that it's very, very important to know what we put on our skin. A doctor that is very well known said that what we put on our skin should be as clean as what we eat. But for most people, there's not the case. Even in small amounts, many of the chemicals commonly found in cosmetics can have a huge impact on our health and hormones, and we are just only beginning to understand the consequences. So, what are the chemicals, that the substances we found in cosmetics? First of all, parabens. We found a lot in a lot of products that is written parabens. And what are they? They are meant to extend the shelf life of the cosmetic. And you can find it on hair gels, you can find it on body lotions, in shampoos. If you take it what you have on the bathroom, if it's not secret product, you can see that it contains parabens. It is very controversial because a number of studies show that parabens can promote many serious health problems. My husband is telling that it isn't seeing well, so wait a minute.
Okay.
I will give another share screen again. This one.
Thank you guys for bearing with us while we just sort out these little technicalities.
Is it
Thank
okay?
you, Mihai, for stepping.
Is it okay
Super.
right now? Ah, it's okay.
Yeah.
You see in the other room, it's okay. Okay, another substances that contains it, it's SLS. It's sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureate sulfate is the same thing. It's a sulfate in general terms that is a foaming agent. You can find it in the things you wash your house, for example. And as I told you, it's the most commonly found in detergents. The question is, would you wash your face, body, or hair with industrial detergent? I wouldn't. So you shouldn't either, because many of these found in shampoos and body lotions, and as I told you, are intended. They are intended for daily use, can cause some unpleasant side effects that you can see on your skin. This is why, when I found out that we have products from the Dead Sea, I searched a little bit. Why? Why the Dead Sea? Why the products from the Dead Sea? Because it is visited each year for about 2 million people, because it contains 12 exclusive minerals. You only can find them in the Dead Sea. And what I like the most is the secret combines the power of the Dead Sea with the latest skincare technology. And also what I found it out was that the secret products contain original Dead Sea ingredients. They are paraben-free, they are SLS-free, they are hypoallergenic tested, and they are not tested on animals. But when I first got the products, I didn't know anything about them. And I want to show you here, it's a picture with my husband that had some problems with his skin on the scalp and on his face. Problems that he had for several years. I am a pharmacist. I got to him a lot of creams from the doctors, creams with active ingredients, and nothing worked. And secret came into our lives, and we saw the testimonials from the States, and we saw that mud soap and body butter had very good results on this. But from my point of view, from a pharmacist that I am, I said to him, no, these products cannot work. My point of view, a body butter cannot work because it doesn't have any active ingredient. But we said, okay, let's see if they work or not. And he began to use the mud soap and the body butter. After 5 days, you can see that his skin was looking much, much better. Now he's using all day these products. We never live without them, not even in our holidays, never. We always take mud soap and body butter with us. When I saw this, I said, oh my God, we had such products, why they are working? Because again, in my head, I was thinking, okay, it doesn't have active ingredients. I got to him a lot of creams and they didn't work. And why this body butter worked, or why this mud soap worked? So that was the moment when I started to search about these products to see what ingredients they have, to see why they are working. And that was the moment when I found it out about the Dead Sea and what can minerals, mud, salt can do for our skin. And in that moment, I took all my products from my bathroom. I looked on them. I saw that all of them, 98% contained parabens, contained CLC, and I took them all, throw them, and we are using from that moment secret products. But I want to show you another thing. Here is a man that is working in the hospital, is from Romania, is not from our team, is from another team. It's in a doctor's team that also have problems with his skin. And he used mud soap, he used salt and oil scrub and body butter. And you can see the difference after 4 days. More than that, I want to tell you, 1 year ago, I went to a meeting with my colleagues from my zone for my pharmaceutical company. And when we got there, a colleague of mine from another city, I saw his hands. His hands were looking awful. We are working every day with doctors. We go every day in hospital. And when was the pandemic, we used a lot of sanitizers. And he used a lot of sanitizers and his hands were very, very dry, so dry that you can see that on his nails, you can see blood. And I looked to his hand and I said, Marius, oh my God, what is wrong with your hands? And he told me, oh, I'm using these sanitizers, you know, and I have a problem. I took a lot of creams, but nothing works. I don't know what to do. And I said, okay, let me for a minute. I go to my car and I will bring you something because I always have products to test in my car. Always. I never leave without them. They're always in my car. And he said, no, don't bring me anything because I tried a lot of creams. Nothing works. So nothing is okay. And I said, not this. You didn't try this. And I got to him the body butter. He took it, he gave it on his hands. He said, okay, wow, it's okay. But we stayed and eat and had a discussion. And after that, after an hour or 2 hours, he told me, oh my God, but my hands are looking much, much better. What did you give to me? And I told him, it's a body butter with minerals from the Dead Sea, with shea butter. And I told him a little bit about the product. And he said, okay, I want to buy it because it made me very good, not compared like the other creams I tested, and I want the product. And of course, I was having another body butter in my car. I always have products in my car, and I gave it to him. And I want to tell you that he called me after a week and told me, Adina, it's amazing. My hands are looking amazing. I don't know what is with this product, but it's great. What I regret now is that I didn't take pictures at that table in that moment and to tell him to make pictures after. I forgot. But I didn't forget after that when we had some of these problems. Now we are always taking pictures. But what is more important is the thing that I can help people, and I know I can help people with secret products because everybody has a problem and we have products that can solve these products. And I was so grateful when he called me and he told me that his skin is looking much better. And this is the satisfaction I have every day because I know I can help people. Let's go further. Another person here with the same skin problems, salt and oil scrub and mud soap, of course. We have here a young woman with acne on her face and she used mud soap again with a lot of, with very great results. And I want to ask you again, if you know that the mud from the Dead Sea is an important element of nature, and it contains minerals that have positive effects on human health. This means that can absorb toxins from the human body, relaxes the body. It is very good hair conditioner, and that's why we have mud shampoo and mud conditioner with very, very great results. It is excellent for the skin and helps people with skin problems. And this is why we have a great product, a mud soap, and also reduces the appearance of cellulite. So girls, you know, you can use it very well, the mud. Now I will tell you some technical things about three products that can be used by the whole family. That is mud soap, salt and oil scrub, and body butter. Are some technical things that I'm using them. I always tell a little bit from them to my clients to know the product, but what I tell more is the benefits that the products can bring to them. So mud soap cleans the skin, is perfect for normal to oily skin, can be used for face and for body. I told you that my husband uses only mud soap on his face and also on his body. He never used from that point anything else but mud soap, and can be used by the whole family, by children, by men, by women, by everybody. It's a perfect product to give to someone, to make a gift to someone. Salt and oil scrub is a natural exfoliating skin scrub with Dead Sea salt, softens rough parts of the body, revitalizes the skin, is perfect hydrating body scrub. And why is that? Because it contains sesame oil that is rich in vitamin E and zinc and increase skin elasticity, and also prevents aging. Did you know that the most exposed parts of our body are our hands and our face? And especially on winter season, you have to take care a little bit more on them. You have to hydrate them more, especially our hands, because now I'm talking to the woman. We are most likely to be very careful of showing age or not. Did you know that our hands can show our age? Let's not show that we are more older than we are by having dry skin on our hands or having hands that are not hydrated. So that is why you have to take care of our hands and hydrate very well. And this scrub also is very, very good for our hands and body. But what is best, it's body butter. We talked about it. It's deeply moisturizing the skin without leaving a grassy feel. And this is amazing for men's, but also for women. I know that my husband doesn't like to have grassy feels, and that is why he loves this body butter. Provides all the moisturizing for supple, healthy looking skin, helps combat dry skin because it contains shea butter, which is used for dry irritations on the skin. It contains vitamin E, A, and F, and also contains cocoa butter, which is very well known for anti-aging effect, for hydration, and also for solar protection. So you know that on summer you can use it after you stayed a lot on the sun. And it is also very, very rich in vitamins. But we saw the products. These are three products that you can you know, the winter season is coming, the Christmas is coming, and I'm sure you have a list with people that you want to give them something, give them a present. These are three products that you can give present to people you love, because they are products that are very, very good for their skin, and I'm sure their skin will thank you, and again they will thank you too. And by the way, Black Friday is coming, and I'm sure that we will have some discounts on these products. We will see, but for sure are products that can be gifted. Yes. So, but what you have to do is to give value to your work. You know the products, you know that they are doing well. What you have to do is to use the products. Use them because you saw what they can do. You cannot promote something that you are not using. It's like you want to tell me a movie, you want to tell me about a movie, but you never saw the movie. How would you tell me about the movie if you didn't see it? So that's the same thing with the product. What can you tell about the product, or how can you tell about the product if you don't use the product? So first of all, use the product. It is very, very important. Then tell your customers that hundreds of thousands and millions of people have used your products successfully. You saw the pictures. You saw that they are working. Tell to your customers. Do not accept anything when negative things are attributed about them, because you saw that they are working. I am a pharmacist. I didn't believe first in them, but when I saw what they are doing, I don't accept anything negative about the products, because I know what I have in my hands. And if you don't believe it, don't promote it. If you don't believe in products, don't say anything about the products, because the clients, the person who is in front of you will feel that you don't believe in these products, and they will never buy something you don't believe in. And if you do it professionally. Let's be professional people. But most of all, be firm, have certainty, and be proud. Be proud because we know what products we have. Be firm and be proud of our products, because your future is created by the way you do today. Be the next story, be an example for the others, and be you. Thank you, everybody.
Amazing, amazing, Adina. I have literally been just taking so many notes as you've been sharing right now. So thank you so, so much. I hope everybody has taken notes on this, by the way, because you've just heard from a pharmacist on all the chemicals that are possible to put into your body if you don't have the right products. So if there's anyone that is using anything that we provide, then you want to be thinking twice about it right now. So what we're actually going to do right now, Henry, I know you're there. I know you are ahead of schedule. I'm actually going to bring Henry on first, and I'll tell you exactly who Henry is, just as the USA has had a bit of a time thing go on. So Henry, let me tell you about him. He is a real estate agent by profession, but he's been in network marketing for 10 years. He's somebody that his zest, his vibe for life, and his can-do attitude is what is building the team over there in Africa. He's in Johannesburg, and he has been through so many adversities that you'd think he would break, but they say adversity causes some people to break and other people to become record breakers. So we're going to go straight in with Henry's talk right now. Henry, welcome to our Super Sunday.
Thank you so much, Melanie. I hope you can hear me loud and clear as well. Okay, brilliant. You know what? Thank you so much for the great work that at least you are doing, and for putting up this together. I truly appreciate the great work that you are doing. So, guys, I mean, as Melanie has mentioned, you know, being in this industry, it's not easy. I just want to tell you, but I can tell you right now, it's so much worth it. So, I mean, I have had so many different challenges when I joined this business. You know what? When I started network marketing, I saw an opportunity. One thing that really challenged me, being a professional myself, one day I saw somebody when I started traveling. This guy, He was actually working on the streets and doing his business. And I asked him one day to say, look, he was taking advantage of the current situation that he was in, and I could see this guy is hustling. And I asked him, how much money are you making on the side of the street? And the guy told me how much he was making. And I calculated myself. At that time, I was operating in the bank, and I was actually a bank manager. And I said, wow, this guy is making far, far more money than me. I asked myself, who's got an MBA here, me or this guy? And that really opened my mind to realize that you can have challenges, and these challenges can help you transform and change and take advantage of your situation. So guys, what we have here, what a big opportunity in our hands. And when I joined the network marketing industry, I experienced a lot of challenges as well, especially when you have a leader, someone whom you are working with, and leaves your organization to another company and takes away a lot of team members in your organization. And also at the time when you had bad publicity in the industry. But all these things, they've been preparing me for bigger and greater things to come in life. I said to myself, I see the opportunity in the industry. I see the opportunity in the business that I am in. So one thing I just want to encourage everybody who's on this call is, you are joining this business for yourself. You need to see an opportunity for yourself. You need to see where this company is going. I want you to make a decision yourself to see what is really happening. And you make the decision to see the opportunity for yourself, not to see the opportunity through your upline. I had my upline quitting, and I said, wow, I'm succeeding in this business. She's not seeing what's happening. She decided to quit this opportunity. It was a moment that made me to step up and realize I'm in this business for myself. My upline, they joined this business for their own various reasons. Their goals, their decisions can change. But you yourself, you need to realize why you have joined this business. I want to ask you guys, if you want me to be raw, straight, and just say things as straight as they are to you guys, just type in the chat there to say, hey, just say it out. Don't sugarcoat anything. Just tell us, I should just speak my mind and just share with you guys. Put me on the chat there. I just want to hear from you guys. If you want me to just sugarcoat, or you just want me to say, hey, let's have a straight talk here and everything. Okay, most of you are saying, let's go raw. Let's make things happen, guys. So one thing I learned and I realized is most of us, we join this business, but we don't make a decision. We don't make a decision to do this business. Don't make a decision to build this business. You join this organization, not, just excuse me here, I'm just getting, okay. You join this business, but you don't make a decision yourself to be part of this business. You're joining maybe because somebody made you join. You're joining maybe you want to please somebody. I want you to make a decision today to say, you know what? I'm joining Secret for my family. I'm joining Secret for myself. If Henry Moyo quits, I'm going to stay up in Secret and build my business for my family and for myself. We all join different organizations, different companies. People quit the companies, but the company stays. So if Henry quits, it's got nothing to do with what's going to happen to you, because you have made a decision. But most of us, we don't take responsibility for ourselves. We don't want to make that decision to commit to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build this thing. So myself, I made a decision to say, I'm here to stay. I'm here to build this. And I have to have a vision for myself to see, where is Secret going? This is what's keeping me here. I know you might look at Secret or to say, okay, Secret, how is Secret happening in Africa? I'm not seeing at what Secret, how is Secret happening in Africa, how Secret is happening in Zimbabwe, or how Secret is happening in all these different countries. I'm seeing Secret having a global view to say, when I look at Secret, what's going to happen 10, 5 years from now when everybody is using Secret products? My question I ask myself is, what's my share? when every household is talking secret, when everybody is talking secret, the way we talk about Google, the way we talk about Netflix, the way we talk about all these other companies, it's going to come a time, it's going to come a point when everybody is talking secret. If you are using the product, you will understand what I'm saying. If you are using secret products, you will understand that we do not have competition out there, but we need to show the world that our products, how they are, that at least there's no other product we can compete with, but we are not being aggressive enough to take our products out there to the world so that they can see and realize how our products work. So guys, I want you to set out your vision, because when you have a vision, that's what's going to keep you going. There are times when things are tough. There are times when you're down, but what's going to keep you going is the vision and the belief that you have about the company. That's what's keeping me going. Things have been tough. We've had so many challenges, but what's keeping me going is what I believe we're going to build up in secret. That's what's keeping me going right now. So you must have your vision and see what secret is God in store for you. Do you believe? It's the belief, guys, that's going to keep you going. Do you believe and trust that things are going to be okay? Do you believe in this company? Do you believe in the leadership of this company? Do you believe and trust the people that you have around you? Do you believe in the products? Right now, if you're using the products, I don't have to preach to you. And you being here, you've made a decision, you believe in what you are doing. I don't have to preach to you, but do you believe and trust yourself and say, you know what? If Melanie quits, you're going to make things happen. If Muzafer quits, you're going to make things happen. If Henry Moyo quits, you're going to make things happen. If Efrosin quits, you're going to be the face of secret. That's one thing you need to believe, and believe also in yourself that you're going to make things happen. What you lack is when you see Henry doing something, you want to jump ship because you don't believe and trust in the product. But one thing I can tell you right now, start using the products. You have heard what you've been told about the products. You have seen what these products have done for other people. I want to hear your story. I want you to share your story, what these products are doing for you. You need to have your own story, not what I tell you, but what these products have done for you. I've got my own story, what this product is doing for my family, and I can tell you, you need to have and start creating your own story and believe yourself. Have something to hold on. That's going to keep you in this game. So guys, you need to have a commitment, and you need to be committed. And if you're looking for something easy, it's not going to happen. You need to have that commitment to say, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes, no matter what. And you're going to do what it takes. You need to commit to yourself. You need to commit to your team. You need to commit to your family. You need to commit to the company to say, you know what, guys, we're going to build this thing together. We're going to work together. We're going to make it happen. If I commit to show up, I'm going to show up no matter what. It's not going to show up when it's convenient for me, but I need to show up for myself. I need to show up for the team. I need to show up for my family. I need to do what it takes for us to do. But most of us want to do things when it's convenient for ourselves, when things are easy for ourselves, or when, and what you need to do is sometimes you might think the team, you might feel you don't need to be here. But one thing you must realize is somebody also needs you to be here. You might come in for them, that person you're going to support. Guys, you need to commit and respect what you say and what you commit to as well. This is something that has kept me in the game myself. Consistency. I can tell you right now, people have got different views, different ideas, but when I talk of consistency and say consistency is everything, consistency is everything. It's like breath, it's like bathing, it's like brushing your teeth, it's like doing, you know what, you just need to do these things consistently, whether it's a weekly thing, whether it's a daily thing, whether it's a monthly thing, whether it's a yearly thing. You just need to be consistent in doing what you need to do, not when it's convenient, not when it suits you. So when you say you're going to build this business, go out there and build it. Go out there and take the action that is required for you to do what you need to do. Guys, you need to have desire. because certain things that you plan for will not work according to your plan. Certain things or certain results that you want to have, they're not going to come and happen the way you want them to happen. But you have the desire and the passion, it's going to keep you going. It's going to keep you excited. It's going to keep you in the game, because this is what you need. You need to have a burning desire. You need to be, whilst you're sleeping, whatsoever you're doing, you need to feel secret in your body, in your blood, and say, you know what? I need to be out there. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow to go and do these demos. I can't wait to wake up to be on my next Zoom. I can't wait to be with my friends. I can't wait to go on my next secret escape. You need to have the desire to win. You need to have the desire to succeed in this business. You need to have the desire to do whatever it takes for you to take it. This is something nobody else can give you, but it's something that has to come within you. You need to have the desire and the belief in doing what you need to do. So one thing I just want to tell you guys is this is one of the biggest challenge most of us have when I talk about integrity. I just want to know, how many of you have got integrity? How many of you tell me right now, you say, you know what, Henry, you know what, myself, I'm a person of integrity. I just want to see on the chat there, those who are going to say, you know what, Henry, I'm a person of integrity. When you talk of integrity, what exactly do you understand? I want to see on the chat there, tell me, when you say, tell me, hey, Henry, I'm a person of integrity myself. I think there's nobody who's a person of integrity in this group. Is that correct? Or you say, you know what, I'm a person of integrity. Okay, I'm seeing somebody saying, yes, I am. Okay, I'm a person of integrity. I'm a person of integrity. I am. You know what? I truly, yes, I can see some of you guys, some of you, I know you, and I truly believe you, and I truly trust what you guys are saying right now. But I want to tell you guys, this is the biggest lie we all lie to ourselves. And when we say to ourselves, we're a person of integrity, yourself, I can tell you right now, this is something that we truly lie, and I want us to stop this lie, and I want everybody on this call to stop lying about this to yourself. I know when you talk of integrity, somebody is being honest. Yes, most of you, I know you guys, some of you very well, you are very honest people, but you're honest to other people. This is the biggest problem. You're honest to other people. You respect other people, but you're not honest to yourself. You lie to yourself. You tell yourself, I'm gonna do A, B, C, D, E, but you never do it. We all lie to ourselves, and we let ourselves off the hook. So if a person of integrity, yourself, you're included as well. You need to be honest to yourself, guys. That's one thing I want you to know from today onwards. You need to be honest to yourself. What you say to yourself is as important as you say to somebody else. It's got the same value, same meaning. So why do you let yourself off the hook? Why do you let yourself off the hook? You say yourself, you're going to do this, but you don't. You say to yourself, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, but you don't. But you let yourself off the hook. So one thing I want you guys to do is to stop lying to yourself and say, you know what? From today onwards, I'm going to do what I say to yourself. You need to hold yourself accountable as much as somebody else is going to hold you accountable. I want you to hold yourself accountable as much as you expect somebody else to hold you accountable. Yes, Herbert. Yeah, but I know you are an honest and integrity person. But Herbert, I want you, my brother, to start holding yourself accountable and do all those things that you've committed to do. Because nobody's going to come and ask you and punish yourself. But I can come and say, hey, Herbert, you lied to me, and put you to task. But now start telling yourself you've been lying and lying to yourself. And it's as important as it is. This is one of the biggest things I've seen many people here right now not winning and not succeeding to the same levels that you do want to do. Leadership. I want you guys to put on the chart here. Just tell me, who's been the most difficult person for you to lead? Just tell me. Just type a name or whatever, if you know the person or a certain group of people, whatever. Truth there, tell me Who is the best difficult person for you to lead? I want you to type in a name there. I want you to tell me the name there. Who has been the most difficult person for you to lead? Right. Some of you are giving me different names. Some of you are saying myself. Yes, you are 110% correct. Yourself, you're the most difficult person to lead. And I'm glad some of you are saying so, because you are the most difficult person you can ever lead. So now if you can start leading yourself, I'm telling you, you build one of the biggest teams ever if you can lead yourself. Be able to lead yourself. When I talk about leading yourself, is one, everybody wants to have a big team. Everybody wants to have so many people to follow you, or many people to do certain things for to work with. But if you can't lead yourself, how can you lead somebody else when you can't lead yourself? It's very simple, guys, to win in this business. There are a few things that you need to do. But the question is, are you doing those things? We fail. We sit and expect things to happen by magic in our back office. It's not going to happen. First, ask yourself and say, the people that I want in my team, if I am the one, if I've got 100 of people like Henry in my team, how big is my team going to be? If I've got 20 people like myself in my team, if I've got 1,000 people in my team who are like me, what kind of organization are you going to have? If you are happy with having 1,000 people like yourself in your team, it's okay. But as long as you say, you know, I don't want people like myself in my team, it's time for you to change and start doing the things that are correct, that are right, and start leading yourself so that you can be able to lead others. Because the problem we have is we're duplicating people who are doing exactly what we're doing, which is doing nothing, and we see our organizations going nowhere, and we wonder, why is our business not growing? Because ourselves, we can't lead ourselves, we can't do things to the next level. So guys, leadership is very, very important for yourself in your organization. But you need to become the leader, and you need to become the person that you want your whole organization to be. Yes, you can look up to other people to copy and to say, you know what, I like how Melanie is doing, I like how Efrosun is doing, but yes, follow and copy the right leaders who are in your organization. But you yourself, you need to be the best version of yourself, and you need to be the best leader for your organization. Very few people will rise above you in your organization. Very few people will rise and do more than what you're doing. So whatever you're doing, it's duplicating in your organization. If there are no results, just know it's because you are not taking much action and nobody else is doing much in your organization. So guys, it's time for you right now to tell yourself, our business is very, very simple, and for you to start taking action. It's time for you to run. The only thing that's going to cure everything that we have is just action. Knowing the right action to do, knowing the right things to do, that's all you need to do. You can have the best vision, you can have the best dreams, but when you start action, that's when your dreams become a reality. So you need to start realizing you need to take action, and you need to lead yourself. You need to have the desire to do what it takes for you to win and to succeed. You need to have the vision. You need to have all these things in place. Guys, this is how simple I can put it for ourselves to see how business it is. This is how simple it is. You just need to know how to invite. You need to know how to present. You just need to know how to enroll and train. This can go on, and you repeat this. This is all you need to do in this business. Some of these things, you don't even need to do them yourselves. Somebody can present for you. Someone can help you to enroll. Someone can do the training for you. You've got great leaders who are organizing these trainings for you as well. And you've got videos and everything recorded, and you just put this on a repeat play. That's all you just need to do to grow this business. And you just need to be consistent about doing this. Invite, present, enroll, train, repeat. Invite, present, enroll, train. I mean, you can do demos. You can do whatever you want to show and how to show people this business. It's so simple, guys, but we complicate things. So one thing I want you to know is, if you're having difficulty in doing any of these things, You need to grow up. You need to mature yourself. You need to realize, I mean, if you look at yourself right now, all of us, there was a point in our life when 1 + 1 was difficult. There was a point in our life we could not do that exercise. 1 + 1 was a mission for you and I to remember what is 1 + 1. There was a point it was very difficult for you and me. But I can tell you right now, everybody in this group knows what is 1 + 1. And it's so easy, it's so simple for you to know 1 + 1. Why? Because you've outgrown the problem. The difficulty of 1 + 1 has never changed. It's still the same. It is difficult as it was when you were in kindergarten. It's the same difficulty. What has only changed is you. You have outgrown the problem. So now what I want you to know and realize is if any problems that you are having, the problem is just too big for you. You need to grow up. You need to develop yourself. You need to go out there and make the problems as easy as 1 + 1. The difficulty of the problem is not going to change. It's only you who's going to change and become a better person to solve and face that problem. So just know whatever you're suffering from, you're still young for it. You need to grow. If inviting is difficult for you, go out and grow. Become a better person. If presenting is a problem for you, go out there and grow yourself. If enrolling and doing all these things is difficult for you, go out there and enroll it. But one thing I can tell you is the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Anything in life, no matter whichever you're doing, whether it's riding a bicycle, it's going to be difficult the first few times. The more you keep on doing, the easier it becomes for you. You start now riding your bicycle. Most of the time you fall, but you start riding your bicycle, doing some different styles, doing some different activities, because now you've outgrown the problem. So guys, I mean, what else do you need? This is how you can grow your business. Go and use our products. You become a product of the product. Become a product of the product. Show yourself, I mean, how these products can do for you. There's nothing better than people asking you, just like right now, today, another lady came to me and said, Henry, you know what, I've got to have a problem with these issues on my face, but I see your face is glowing. What is it that you guys are using in your family? And I just told them, mud soap. Mud soap. She now wants to try. She says, Henry, I've tried everything. And I said, hey, mud soap. Now I'm growing my business. I'm living my life. That's all you need to do, guys. Or the next thing you can do is go on a getaway trip. You're growing your business. You're having fun. You're living a lifestyle. This is what you need to do. Go on a cruise. Get friends and say, hey, guys, let's go on a cruise. And say, hey, guys, I'm booking a cruise. Who wants to come and join me for this cruise? I have already paid for my cruise. It's only $350. Or I've only paid for my cruise. It's only $400. They say, okay, where do I book? You can show them the whatever cruise you're going for. They'll see, oh, but you are saying $400, but here I'm seeing $700. I said, oh, wait, you can book it on my secret website. You're gonna only pay this much, and we're even gonna give you products. Guys, you can present this business in so many ways that you want to present it. You can show people in so many ways that you want to show it. And one thing is, once you have secret in your body, that's the beauty about secret. You can have secret on your face. You can have secret all over. You can eat secret. You can do whatever you want to do with secret. You can describe it in so many ways. I mean, I've got the products here. I do anytime. I've got secret products all over myself. I use it on my skin. I take secret supplements. People wonder how energetic you become. Why is it you don't get tired so easily? Go and have fun with your family. People ask you, how are you doing it? Secret. Henry, your skin is glowing. What is it? Secret. People, they think, oh, I'm talking about a secret that I'm keeping. Said, okay, do you want to know about my secret? Yes. Show them the presentation. But the question is, are you prepared to just do this? Invite, present, enroll. You can do it, guys, in so many different ways. You can invite your friends to have fun. You can invite your friends to do product demos. You can invite your friends to come and book a getaway. You can invite it in so many ways. But if you've got the desire, you will find solutions. You will become creative in how you're going to invite them. If you've made a decision, you will find a way. You will find a way on how to invite. If you have made a decision to become a leader, you're going to find a way on how to invite. You don't need to get a script from anybody. You're going to find a way how creative you're going to be to invite people to come and join your business. Or you can just say, hey guys, come to my place. I'm having a party. I'm having this. You show people, you demo the products, or even just have fun and show people your getaways or wherever you want to go. Guys, you can do this as a serious business to say, you know what, I just want to go boom, boom, boom business, invite people, pick them up and everything. Or you just want to go out there, hang out, have fun with people and show them the products, do the demos, have fun, enjoy, just hang out with people. You can build this business in whatever way you want to build it. But the most important for you guys is you need to become a product of the product. That's one thing I can tell you. Because I lose nothing by becoming a product of the product. After so many times, I'll be having a beautiful skin. I already have a beautiful glow. I lose nothing. I go and have fun with my family and enjoy myself. You lose nothing. But if you're just chasing one thing of this business, you're going to be frustrated. And I can tell you right now, guys, it requires you to develop a thick skin if you want to build a big team. Things are going to go up and down for you. When the things are down, that's the moment for you to go all out and take massive action, because the only way is for you to go up. Right now in Africa, our only way is one direction, is up. We've hit the rock bottom, but the only way now is for us to go up. So keep on taking action. Things are going to turn for you and things are going to change for you. But nothing's going to change if you do not take action. So guys, I want to leave you with this quote here by Tony Robbins. It says, the impossible journey is the one you never begin. Have you begun your secret journey? That's one question I want to ask you. Have you started your secret journey? I know the majority we have not yet started. And I want to tell you right now, this is the time for you to start your secret journey. This is the time for you to go out there and take massive action. This is the time for you to build secret. This is the time for you to make secret get known in every household. If you're not going to do it, myself, I'm going to do it. That's one thing I can tell you right now. If you don't do it, I'm going to do it. This is the time for you to make secret become a household name. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go all out there. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much, Melanie, for having me on this call. I truly appreciate it, guys. I hope it's time for everybody to take a leadership role and lead yourself before you can lead others. Thank you so much, guys. You have a great day.
Wow, I am ready. I am ready to go to work. That was phenomenal, Henry. I was just taking the notes and so drawn into that. And, you know, I almost feel like we're done for today. Like I am ready to go out and work right now. That was absolute fire, absolute power. And you know what, guys? The day is only going up from here. So the one thing I want to just make you remember is you need to be the person in your organization that you want everyone to be. That's one of the notes that I wrote down from Henry. So that was absolute fire, Henry. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Johannesburg. So this is something I know Europe has been waiting for. We have been hearing about the next man for a long time, the legend. The man that has been with our nutrition line from the beginning. He transitioned over to Secret when the nutrition transitioned over to Secret in 2018. He's somebody who knows how to speak to sports professionals, those who have fitness as a career, those who are nutritionists professionally about our product, while still being compliant. And he's going to be sharing exactly how he does it with us today, how he does it without breaking any rules, because we all know that network marketing industry can be tricky when it comes to being compliant. We know we can slip up or maybe get too excited or exaggerate or sometimes even maybe tell the truth and still get into trouble for that story. So we have the incredible Mr. USA, the guy that helped recruit the USA Olympic hockey team into Secret. Let's give a warm welcome all the way from America, early morning, Mr. Mike Zanardelli. Mike.
Yeah, I can hear
Let me
you.
make you-
I am not able to turn my video on for some reason. Unable to start video.
Just made you come home. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Can you have a try now for me, Mike?
Yeah. I cannot. There we go. What's up? All right. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good evening, or good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. We're over here. We just had our daylight savings last night, so there was a little time interruption. But thank you so much for the introduction. And Henry, that was a bang up job this morning, man. I was taking some notes myself because I understand a lot of what you've had to go through to get you to where you are now. And it's really just, the future is really limitless for where we could all be with Secret. Just a little background on myself. I was very fortunate to be able to go to college after high school. Not that I knew that's what I wanted to do, but that's what I was told I should do. And at the same time, I was competing in the sport of bodybuilding. And my senior year, when I graduated college, was the year that I won the Mr. USA competition, and really thought that that was a goal that I had set years and years and years earlier. And so I can only tell you that goal setting absolutely works, and something that you should all apply in your life, and every aspect of your life is a goal. And so we hit the USA, and we competed for several more years after that. And I ended up working for a sport nutrition company. At the time, it was the world's largest sport nutrition company. And I loved what I did. I thought that I would spend the rest of my career working and promoting that company, talking about how those products would affect or enhance sports and your recovery, et cetera, et cetera. And I moved from Pittsburgh, where I was from, to Southern California, where the mecca of bodybuilding was. And I was there for about 2 months after working for this company for 4 years and got laid off. And I got to tell you, it was a frustrating time because I was never told that. I don't think any of us were ever prepared as we're growing up that, hey, you could do everything right on your end, but if a company makes a decision that's not really in your control, the new acquiring company may not want your talent or your ability. And that's exactly what happened. The company that acquired us cut my division out, and suddenly there I was looking for an opportunity. I wasn't sure what that would look like, because I can tell you that my college degree was really a receipt that said that congratulations, you completed 4 years of school, because it didn't really mean much. And I went out and found this industry through an advertisement in the paper. And it feels like it was yesterday to me. And I opened up the paper and I just started circling ads. I don't know if you've ever done that. And one appeal to me was health and environmental. I said, okay, well, I don't know much about the environment, but health I know, so let's go check it out. And there I was in a presentation a couple of days later, learning about an industry that I knew nothing about, but thought to myself, wow, whoever thought of this? How brilliant of an idea. So from that point forward, folks, we've had a chance to work with 6 companies. We've built most of them to the very top spot. And as you heard, I was working with Dr. Cohn for years now. He's been my personal doctor for 22 years. That's how we got a chance to know one another. We became friends over the years, but I'm not a doctor. I have a wealth of nutrition, but I'm not a doctor. So I couldn't necessarily work in his practice. But I always wanted to do something with him. And if you've had a chance to meet him or hear from him, you know that he shines when he talks about the human body and how amazing it can be to really make sure that it runs perfect all the time. Like, God has given us everything we have on this earth. And if we take the right elements in from what God or the universe, whoever it is you believe in, put here on this planet, we can keep this body running perfectly. And you can see his passion when he talks about it. And I've always seen this passion from him. And I knew he had an amazing integrity. He was the same guy, whether we were in his office and I was getting treated, around his employees, at his Christmas parties, at a hockey game. I mean, he was always the same guy. He always talked highly of other people. And I said, man, I just wish I could be in business with this man. And in 2010, that happened for me when he said, hey, listen, I'm going to start a nutrition company that's going to revolutionize the way people think about their body and their health. And I know you've built teams before. I want you to be my guy. And without a question, ladies and gentlemen, I said yes. I didn't even know what it looked like yet. But I want you to have some understanding of who Dr. Cohn is, because he will only ever bring us the very best product there can be made, period. There's a lot of companies out there in nutrition in our space that they always say they have the perfect product. I promise you, because I've spent 30 years in nutrition, from the design side of nutrition to the testing side of nutrition, there's not a better product than what we have with Life by Secret. There's not. And if he can't make something better, he won't make it. So please know that there's going to be a lot of companies you may come across or other people that say they have the latest and the greatest nutrition. I promise you, they don't. What most companies do is they create a tremendous marketing campaign around a pretty looking product, and that's how they sell it. And the majority of the company owners out there or the product developers out there don't care what is in the product. I can tell you from every single ingredient that Dr. Cohn uses, he knows, how long that ingredient's been used and what the effectiveness of that specific ingredient has to the human function of our body. So please understand that the only reason I am here is because of that man. That's the only reason I'm here. I've been in network marketing for over 20 years now. We've been really fortunate to do well financially. But the only reason I'm here in secret is because Isaac Ben Shabbat met me 5 years ago and made a decision on the spot. There was no pitching going on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know the backstory. There was no pitching going on. I was just at his house and Muzafer brought me there as I was in town visiting Muzafer. And one thing led to the next. We're at Isaac's house. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever met Isaac, I'm in his house in shorts, t-shirt, and tennis shoes. Like, I was not expected to meet the CEO and co-founder of Secret dressed like that. But if you know Isaac, he doesn't ever look at anybody in any specific way. And he welcomed me into his house. We had a conversation for 45 minutes. Later on that night, he called Muzafer as we were at dinner and he said, I have a gut feeling about this product line, about this company. I've never had this feeling since we started Secret. He says, I want to acquire them. And Muzafer, you're supposed to make that happen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we weren't for sale. So, but I can tell you later on that week, on Thursday, I was there with Dr. Cohn, our CEO and our CFO, and that's when the decision was made to become a part of this family. And I can tell you, for me, and a lot of you probably already experienced at a major event, the people in the community of this company is what makes it so special. And that starts from the top down. Isaac Ben Shabbat is a CEO and a co-founder that I have never come across in this industry or any other industry. I just have not met a man that just wants to serve his community so that we can go out there and create the lives we want. So I'm proud to be here. I've been here for 5 years. This is my last company. I'm not going to go anywhere. If Dr. Cohn's here and the products are here, I'm here because I made a commitment to that man years ago. And I think a lot of you, not to tag on to what Henry was saying, but you need to make a commitment to yourself. You need to make a commitment to yourself and look at yourself in the mirror today and say, I am here. This is where my flag is planted, and I'm going to continue to do whatever I have to do to make it work for me and my family. So folks, I am proud to represent our Life by Secret Nutrition. And I want to start off with really the first product that most of you probably are using. And if you're not, why not? Everything we have in our company, except for a few things in nutrition, I use everything because I figure if Doc's making it, it's going to be good for my body. So why wouldn't you think the same? We were given all the tools, and Dr. Cohn's making sure that our body has perfect function and we can be energized the way that most of us want to be. So the first product, the #1 selling product in Secret, right next to the mud soap. That's a different category, nor nutrition. Number one selling product in the world of Secret is recovery. Why is this product so amazing? Number one, it's going to give you fast results. The majority of people are going to notice they're going to feel something different in their body within 5 minutes. Now, we want to stay away from our words that are specific. So if I have an achy back or a sore knee, it may be more than just sore. It may be at the 10 scale of sore, and somebody might call it a different word that sounds like cane. We cannot use that word. We cannot use it. Okay, there are certain bodies around the world that want to own certain terms so that it's specific to a particular drug that might be out there. First, before I finish anything here, we do not cure, prevent, or mitigate anything. We don't cure, prevent, or mitigate anything. Just so happens that we're designed that if we have the right materials going in our bodies will respond in a better way. So with recovery, how I usually market this product is very simple. If somebody has, I say, do you have any sore joints, or do you wake up stiff, or do you have achy hands, anything like that? And usually people have something, unless you're like in your 20s, right? But I'm not in my 20s any longer, although I might act like one at sometimes. But most people have some kind of ache or stiffness or soreness, right? I'll say to them, how long has that been? Now, it could be acute or it could be chronic. So acute is something that happened right now or a few days ago. Chronic can be something that just goes on day after day after day after day. So what I might say to them is, okay, listen, are you willing to try something? And they usually say yes. And I'll give them 4 tablets of recovery. So take this right now with a glass of water. Now, before we actually, on a scale of 1 to 10, like your discomfort, what number would you give it? If you do this, it's a way for them to quantify in their mind what the difficulty is they're having in that particular area of their body. Get them to scale it on a scale of 1 to 10. So they'll usually say, it's about a 6. I say, okay, great. So have a different conversation, talk about different things, whatever it is, and how you met this person. And then come back like maybe 7, 8 minutes later, say, just curious. That elbow that you said you were having like a discomfort level around 6, like what is it right now? And oftentimes they'll look at you like deer in the headlights, like, and they'll start to move that joint or start to stretch or twist, and they'll go, oh my goodness, like I don't feel anything. That's how we market that product, folks. When you get this product in somebody, it works. If you just try to tell them that it's a magnesium base, most people, when they look at it, they go, oh, it's just magnesium. No, how this works is there's 2 magnesiums that are bonded together in manufacturing. When that bond is broken in your stomach or in your saliva, that creates a chemical reaction, releases molecular hydrogen into the body. Without going into too much depth of what molecular hydrogen is made of, what happens with it, because it's so small, it goes right through the blood-brain barrier, which means it affects your blood cells within 5 minutes. It's affecting your body's function within 5 minutes. So you can actually see this under live blood microscopy, but we don't have the time or the technology here at my office to do that. However, what I can tell you is that it is profound in how this product works. What's best to use it is what they say on the label. Take it every day, a couple times a day, or as needed. Now, that's a fast acting product. It usually leaves the body in about 4 hours. Your body will have already gone through, the molecular hydrogen has dissipated about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, and that product is out of your body. So if somebody says, well, 4 hours later, that stiffness came back, it's like, okay, then great, you need to be a customer. And let's get you to buy 3, get 1 free, because that's the best way to buy that. And you get them to use that product because it's not like what a lot of pharmaceutical companies be like. If you take this for the rest of your life, you're not going to have that issue. Oh, by the way, there's all these additional symptoms that may occur. Like I never understand the commercials. I'm sure you have them there wherever it is you're watching this from. where they talk about what it's going to do. It's like this good. And then they talk about what's bad about this big. So folks, this has to be taken. It's a supplement. It's a supplement to what the body needs. See, here's what your body gets through food. Here's what your body needs to create massive, great function and stay healthy. This gap in the middle is called supplementation. There is not a person on the planet that's eating so well from what they pick out of their garden and what they hunt in the woods that their body is running perfect. There is a deficiency. The majority of people out there have some kind of issue show up because of deficiency of something they're missing. It's typically why that happens. So recovery, amazing product. Then we came out with HydroFX. Maybe a lot of you have had this or used this. Now, again, it's a product that Doc makes. And when it came out, I started using it. And I was like, okay, I'm not really sure I notice it that much or if anything, because I take the recovery regularly throughout the day. I take it 3 times a day for me, just in case you want to know. I take a little extra before I work out because it helps me recover a lot faster between exercises. However, this came out and I started taking it in the morning. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I notice anything. Then I switched it and started taking it at night. Now, here's what happened for me. Now, again, I hope that you're picking up a few stories here, because stories is how you're going to sell anything, because people aren't joining secret. They're joining you, number one. So I want to know what your story is. What's your compelling story that actually made you see the light of wanting to be involved with this company? And then stories about your products. If you're using a ton of skincare, like Henry talked about the mud soap, I mean, I travel with the mud soap. So, I mean, that's how neurotic I've become about the mud soap. It goes with me. So a lot of products are like the same way. So HydroFX, I started taking this at night. I started waking up and I was like, man, I still don't really know if I notice anything. And I ran out of HydroFX. And that's when I noticed it. I started waking up in the morning saying, man, I'm stiff, man. I must have really worked out hard because I'm more sore than normally. So my bottle recovery, my HydroFX finally showed back up because I ordered it late and started taking it within a day's time, folks. Just took it that night, woke up the next day and I'm like, there's the secret. There's the difference. And a lot of customers are going to feel the same way. So if you don't have a story like that, use mine. Say Mike was a competitive bodybuilder. He's trained in the NFL. He trained a lot of professional athletes. He started using this product at night. He woke up and he wasn't stiff or sore. So maybe that's where you need to take it at night. So when you wake up, you can get out of bed and your knees don't hurt. So the HydroFX, this is a coral calcium base. Obviously, calcium is important. Coral is actually real calcium. But coral calcium is also going to be better for people that are later stage in life, so that they have a calcium for their bones. So the number 3 product we're talking about today. A couple others here, you're going to have to just hear my voice because somehow they vanished from my office. That's what happens when you have other people here. Anyway, so boosters, folks, this product has been remarkable. Dr. Cohen and I did trade shows for years before we were ever here with Secret. And what we used to do with people is at a trade show, if you've ever been to one, usually people are out seeing all the booths, checking out what's different out there. Then at night, everyone goes to dinner and they usually drink and they eat. And it's just like the next day they come in, you can see they're a little bit less, awake, a little sore, hungover maybe. So we said, okay, we first came out with this product, just so you all know, so that people didn't have the challenge of acid reflux. Do y'all know what that is? Hopefully y'all do. Like you drink something or you eat something and it comes up on you. That's called acid reflux. That's originally why that product was created, because people aren't deficient in Pepsid or whatever product that are using in your market to actually alleviate that. So, and it works tremendous. If somebody starts to have a little bit of acid reflux, give them 3 or 4 of these capsules, the acid reflux goes away. Tremendous. But because, and unlike any other nutrition you'll find in this space or any other space, folks, please understand that Dr. Cohen has been using this in his practice for the last 13 years clinically. So clinically, with patients, tens of thousands of patients, they've been using this product and adjusting the dose, adjusting best when you can take it, so they can find out when it's going to react with the body the best way. There's not another company you will find in our space anywhere that they can say their product's been used clinically in a practice that treats tens of thousands of patients a year for 13 years. You won't find it. So I want you to have that certainty, like we really have it, because I know we do. So the boosters, what we found is if people take it before they go to sleep at night, their body comes out of this fight or flight response. We're in this sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system. And basically that can create a lot of fatigue. And a lot of people, because of our days today, it's insta everything. We have to be on top of everything all the time, kids things, family things, work things. Well, oftentimes people go to sleep at night and they don't sleep very well. They're very restless. If you don't sleep, your body cannot repair. The world's #1 way of torture is keeping somebody up for a very long period of time. And oftentimes people, maybe you've met people that they don't sleep very well, they're a little bit grumpy or a whole lot grumpy. Well, that's why, folks, because their body's not repairing. So the boosters, take 4 capsules before you go to bed, brush your teeth, a little glass of water. Now, they're not going to put you to sleep, but they're going to have a calming effect on your body. And there's 84 minerals and trace elements in this product. Those are the exact same makeup as your blood. Just happens to come from Himalayan salts. Just so you all know, minerals are best absorbed at night when you sleep. So oftentimes when people take these multivitamin, multi-minerals in the morning, the minerals aren't doing much. So even if it's a real product. So the boosters, take them before you go to bed. Also, I'm not going to promote it for this way, but if you know you're going to go out and you're going to have some wine or a couple bottles of wine, or you're going to have a cocktail or 5, take a couple of these before you start that activity. Take a couple, 2, 3 before you start that activity, and then take the recommended when you go to sleep. And sometimes you'll wake up the next day like nothing ever happened. And that's why I say we started using this at trade shows, because we would give people 4 capsules or 6 capsules before they went out the night before. And they'd come by our booth every day and go, holy cow, what's in that? I'm like, why? They said, because we were really drinking last night. It's like, okay, we don't feel anything today. Imagine that. So do you want 1 bottle or do you want 5 for you and your friends? So I don't recommend doing trade shows, Phil. That's a whole nother animal. Sell this person to person or in groups of people. Go to where the people are and market this product. But that's going to be the best way. So listen, how did you sleep last night? No, not very good. Do you have a problem sleeping often? Well, I have a product that's actually going to rejuvenate your body while you sleep and actually help you sleep better. Are you interested in trying something like that? Or you can always ask people, because I have a lot of friends here, they're like, how do you market your product so well and so effectively? I say, listen, if there's anything that you could change about the way you feel right now, what would that be? If there's anything you could change about the way you feel right now, like what would that be? And sometimes I'll have to throw a few things in there, like, is your body stiff? Do you have a lack of energy? Do you not sleep so well? And they'll usually pick those out of the air as you talk about, yeah, I have that. Oh yeah, I don't sleep very well either. And my energy really is bad. I have to drink like 10 cups of coffee a day. And you go, okay, listen, if I could show you a product that could change that for you, would you be interested in trying it? Yeah, do you have samples? No, I don't. I sell this as a sample. It'll give you at least 15, 20 days of it. Folks, I don't sell samples, just so y'all know. I sell the full product. The full product. If they don't like it, what happens? They get to send that bottle back and get their money back. So now I know that you have a product over there called greens or green caps. I unfortunately have my green caps disappear from my office, so I don't know where they are in this place. Often people come through here and just want to try things out. But I have the same product here in the powder. Now, here's what I can tell you about the green caps. There's nothing in there that makes them taste good at all. So if you put them in water and try to stir it up that way, you're going to have a very interesting, very interesting episode of what wheatgrass and barley grass and oatgrass taste like, because those are the first 4 ingredients. Here's what I can tell you about the green caps. I can only take them during the afternoon. They give me that much energy. With the green powder, I can do that in the morning or night. Now, I know you don't have it, but you have the green caps. I take them more than once a day. Typically, I take them after a workout. I take them mid-afternoon. You cannot overdo it on greens. I know there's a recommended dose on there, but it's greens, ladies and gentlemen. Greens. None of us that are here on this Zoom today have had the amount of greens that we're supposed to get in to get the nutrients, the vitamins and minerals from those greens to fortify our body. Just so y'all know, the recommended dose of greens, raw greens today, is 5 to 10 servings. Just so y'all know what that looks like on a dining room table, it'd be from end to end, side to side, about a foot thick. That's how much raw green leafy vegetables, green vegetables you'd have to get in to get the nutrients that your body actually needs. Surprise, surprise, Dr. Cohen wanted to make that easy and simple. So we have it in a capsule form. 4 capsules gives you 5, the equivalent of 5 servings of what you would have in raw vegetables. Now, understand, again, you're going to come up against other products in the marketplace. And because I do here, I'm in Florida, and there's a lot of health here. I lived in California for 20 years, a lot of health there where I started this company. And what's interesting is that people say, well, I have a greens, I already take a greens. It's like, hey, what does it do for you? Well, I mean, it has everything. It's like 50 ingredients. Now, please understand, the ones that have like 50 ingredients, they try to just look good based on marketing. We have 22 ingredients in our greens, folks. You don't need any more. Those are very specific to the body. A lot of them will have products in there that actually denature the greens. And most of the greens out there are heated at high temperature to turn them in, and then they're pulverized to turn into a powder. So basically all of the enzymes and some of the nutrient value in those greens are dead. So it's like if you go into your kitchen today, you make some broccoli and you cook it for 3 hours, the majority of anything that was in there that was going to be helpful is gone. Just so y'all know, what we do is very specific to our greens. And again, this is a genius of Dr. Cohen. We take all of everything that we have picked at the peak of ripeness, because we have controls from the farms through the manufacturing facility and out the other end. So it's picked at the peak of ripeness. It's then brought into manufacturing and it's juiced. Anytime you juice a vegetable, you get more nutrients out of it than if you eat the whole vegetable by itself. So you juice it. So that's what happens to all of the greens that are in our green caps. They're then heated at a very low temperature, below 104 degrees. Anything heated above 118 starts to kill off all the enzymes. So we wanted to make sure that our measures were really low, 104 degrees. It's all green. It's all dried to powder form. We add some of the fiber back in, and then that is when it's in our can or in our caps. So if you notice that time to time, now when you open those green caps, is it pungent? Most of you probably say, yeah, it's pretty pungent, because those greens are alive. They're alive like you were in the field. So, and that's why you'll notice a difference in change of color in those greens from time to time, because they're all picked at the peak of ripeness. And in nature, greens aren't always the same color. What companies that repeat a color in a product like ours all the time is they add color in. Just so you all know, we don't do that. What you see is in that capsule is what came out of the farm, what went through manufacturing, and the enzymes are still alive. When your body has a nutrient with an enzyme attached, your body recognizes it and assimilates it at a much greater rate than anything that's dead, just so you all know. So the enzymes are alive in those products. I take them during the afternoon because they give me a lot of energy. If I take them at night, they keep me awake. You try it on you. And if somebody says, those things would never keep me awake, give them double the dose. Let's just try that out. So, but I take 4, 2 times a day after my workouts and mid-afternoon, and I just have constant energy. So not that I'm against coffee. And I know some of you out there, it's like your morning thing. Like, my girl, she's like, she can't do a thing in the morning without coffee. But the green caps will give you better energy that's sustained. So green caps. Now, I know you also have Immunex, and I know you have Curb. Now, I would love to be able to show you that bottle. Hopefully, if you're in this company, you'll know what they look like. Here's what I can tell you about the immune product. I wish we came out with it sooner. Obviously, we've come through an issue over the last couple of years that was devastating to a lot of people and had the world very frightened. And I can tell you that the majority of people that were prepared for those events that were occurring over the last couple of years, from an immune standpoint, were probably better off served than those who were not. Most people run in a deficiency. And in a deficient state, your body is really open to kind of anything. I mean, the common cold could come your way and you're run down, you're tired and not sleeping, you don't have the right nutrition, and you get a cold. And if you ever notice, if you get a cold, if you are healthy coming into the cold goes away a lot quicker. If you are super healthy and you're taking the right nutrients all the time, there could be 10 people in a house that have a cold and you never get it. So what happened over the last couple of years was tragic. But Dr. Cohn said, okay, we have to prepare the world for something all the time. And he came out with the Immunex product. Here's what I can tell you about the 10 ingredients that are in Immunex. Some of them have been used for thousands of years to boost the immune system, some for hundreds of years. These are the top 10 ingredients that help boost the immune system so that it's ready to be in that fighting back readiness state. I've taken Immunex since we've had it. I'm around a lot of people all the time. I'm on planes, airplanes all the time. And even now without the mask, even before the mask, I never came down with anything. Again, I'm not saying we're going to cure, mitigate, or prevent anything. It just so happens that in 13 years of using this product every single day without missing a day, I travel with it. It goes everywhere with me. That I haven't had certain things show up that a lot of people get every single year. And I've been doing more traveling in the last 13 years than I've done in the previous 13. And I can just tell you, my body's defenses must have been prepared by the ingredients that are in the products that Dr. Cohen's making. That's all I'm saying. The Immunex, don't be without it. Do not be without it. People that are certainly a little bit elderly, who have a challenge because their immune system is going to be a little weaker, get them that product. Say, listen, if you did just one thing for yourself every day that's going to be healthy, use this product and never come off it. I'll give you a great story about these products. I was in Newport Beach, California, probably about 6 months ago. And I go to this breakfast place, the same place every morning since I used to live there. And there was a couple that walked in. Actually, they were there prior to me showing up. They used to live on the floor that I lived in my high rise. And they said, "Oh my gosh, how are you doing now? How you been? How long you back for? How's that nutrition?" I said, "The nutrition has been remarkable." I said, I started just telling stories about our products. And the lady was like, "I buy all this stuff individually and it just costs a fortune." I said, "What else do you buy?" She's just going through this litany list of all these things she buys for her and her husband. All these things they use to, improve their immune system, improve their function, less body aches. I said, "Listen, if I can make it simple for you, you can find that in 1 or 2, maybe 3 products. Would that make it easier for you?" She said, "Well, yeah." I sent her out an app that we use here called Rapid Funnel. Sent her the video on the products. She and her husband called me the next day and said, "Hey, thanks so much. We already ordered." I was just making it simple for them. And they knew me, so they had trust with me because I lived in that building for 6 or 7 years while they were there. So they trusted me, but never used my product before. But suddenly I created a convenience and something better than what they already had. And now they're a customer. They've been buying every month ever since. So that is our immune product. Please don't go without it. Your bodies deserve it. And the last product we'll talk about is something called Curve. Now, I was the guinea pig when this product was first developed. And I am definitely not the person who needs it. If I don't eat, I lose weight. Like, I have to get on the scale every day just to make sure I'm keeping my weight. I know that some of you are going, oh, sure, figures. No, it's just that I trained my body to be very efficient. So, but Curve, when I was taking it in the very beginning, I said, Doc, I said, this product must be working. He says, why? I says, because I don't feel like eating. He says, well, make sure you eat. I said, no, I am, but it's like I don't have that sensation of like I'm starving. It's like I need. He said, well, that's why we developed this, Mike, because a lot of people don't have that impulse control that you have. And he says, so we give this to them 20 minutes before they eat. He says, and it creates a sensation that they can eat until they're comfortable and able to walk away. And by the way, Mike, it's a non-stimulant appetite suppressant. I was like, oh my gosh, like that has been the one thing that most companies out there will lead with is an appetite suppressant that has a stimulant in it. Just so you all know, that is how most products in the market with curbing your appetite work. They put a stimulant in there. If your body's highly stimulated with an ingredient that's in there, you'll feel like not eating. That is not what we decided to do with our product. If you look at each, now I can't make any claims again about the ingredients, but if you were green enough or you wanted to find out and you actually put in the ingredient into Google, each ingredient, you will find a myriad of health benefits that people will get from each and every ingredient that's in there. Like you can read until your eyes fall out of your head, typically with what Doc does, but you can read those ingredients and go, oh my gosh, I have to be taking Curve. Now, if you're somebody that is looking to maintain a healthy weight, but you have a problem with maybe around the holidays, you start to gain weight, use the Curve. If you know somebody who is overweight and they could use a little help, say, hey, listen, I have some friends that have been using this product for a long time. It's really helping them out. I know that, for a lot of us, it's tough, managing our weight, but try this product out. I think you really like it. And it's a non-stimulant, so you can take it throughout the day. You can take it for your breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner, and it's not going to keep you up at night. So folks, the story. We have a gentleman here, Chris, maybe some of you have seen him on pictures. Since he's been with our company and doing our products, he has lost 120 pounds. I met him in the beginning when he first came over here. Some of you have been here for 2 years. He was gigantic. I mean, he lost the whole person. Think about that. Think about doubling your body weight, whatever it is right now. He lost 120 pounds. And when I saw him at the last convention, he was just, you could see him beaming with energy and excitement and like, wow, your products rock. And it's no wonder that he actually sells as many products as he does in nutrition, because he's a walking testimony of what those products will do for you. So folks, that's the lineup of the products that you have that I'm aware of. I know that eventually, as time goes on, we'll be able to get everything to the markets that we're speaking to today. But please understand, these products are a reason why your business can have long-term residual income. A lot of us are building the skincare. A lot of us are using skincare. A lot of us are using nutrition, building with nutrition. A lot of us are building through Club Secret. Here's what I can tell you. The nutrition is consumable. They designed it to be consumed within 30 days, actually 28 days. So if somebody gets on an easy order, every 30 days or every 25 days, that product should be getting shipped out to them. You know how long it takes shipping in your location, wherever you are. For here, it takes about 5 to 7 business days. So what I do is I set somebody up when they have that auto ship set up 5 to 7 days before they're going to run out of the product they have at their house, because I don't want them to run out. And here's what I can tell you. Skincare, I think a lot of the skincare that we have is fantastic. I use a lot of it, but I obviously don't use all of it. And there are some things that are staple for me. They're in my shower. They're in every bathroom in my house. They're in all the showers in the house. However, the nutrition is something that people will maintain once they get a little education. They have an understanding of how they feel because they actually get a result. They will stay on this nutrition for a lifetime. When we were just a standalone company, I'll give you this number, just so that you have some perspective. And my time is over. Maybe I've gone too long. I don't know, but I just need to educate. It's like, I just want people to know like how good this stuff is, because I owe that to Dr. Cohen and I owe it to the community. So understand this. We had an independent company come into our company and we were standalone. They did an evaluation of our customers, our agents, and how long the retention was on products. We wanted to know that because we were selling an enormous amount of product. And everybody was on an auto ship. Everybody. And almost nobody canceled. In fact, over a 7-year period of time, they had to do this analysis twice because they thought their numbers were wrong. Over a 7-year period of time, we had a 70% retention. Over 7 years that people stayed on our products because they felt different. They knew they were doing something healthy for their body at least once a day. And they got a little education around why these products are so beneficial. 7 years. Do you know what that means for you and I? Long-term residual income. Here's what I can tell you what the industry standard is. The industry standard in nutrition is if you have a 10 to 15% retention, you think you have hit a home run. 10 to 15, and we were doing 70. That's how much product you want to get in the marketplace. So how many people do you want to have getting 4 or 5 products every single month of the nutrition? They're going to run out and get repeated every single month, month in and month out. Now, understand, agents are also customers. Some agents, they get in, they start using some products, life happens. They're not usually, maybe they're just not active right now, but if they're on that nutrition, they know that they're feeling different. And if they don't notice it when they run out of it because they're not on auto ship, that's when the magic happens. So folks, I appreciate your time and attention. As you can see, I'm incredibly passionate about our Life by Secret Nutrition. It's something that I live by, I swear by. Everybody that I know possible that has a wallet or a credit card, I try to get this in their life because I just know that I'm doing them a service. I'm doing people a disservice if I don't talk to them about something that could actually help their bodies be better prepared, better nutrified, and again, fill in that gap. Because people out there, folks, like we're not living in a healthier society by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, people are living longer, but they're living longer sicker. It's our job to go out there and make sure that people have a product or a company that they can believe in, that they know that they do it every single day. It's going to fortify their body with nutrition so they can operate the way they truly want and have that life and energy back. So folks, I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you so much for inviting me onto your Zoom. I look forward to meeting all of you at some point in the future. And this Wednesday, if you have the opportunity, we're going to be doing the Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Howard Cohn. That's at 9:30 Eastern time here in the US. So figure out where it is in your time zone. It usually is recorded. But if not, you can come on there live. And folks, it's going to be Doc talking about some products that maybe you don't have, some maybe that you do have. But we switch up the product category every single week. It's usually 3 products. And he goes into depth on what each ingredient's doing for the body. So folks, again, I appreciate your time and attention. Go out there and be a blessing to somebody's life and share our company, our community, and our products with them. Make their life better just because they had a chance to meet you.
Wow. We've got to get recording of that out everywhere. Like I would just listen to exactly what Mike said on repeat for 5 days. Like we have got to get talking about that nutrition professionally into our blood, like mechanical. I'm blown away by all the information that's been shared today, guys. Absolutely blown away. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to take an action break. Some of you may need to go to the bathroom. Some of you may need to hydrate. Some of you may need to take your recovery products. But some of you might want to invite. You might want to invite after Henry's incredibly motivating talk. Some of you might want to get your business into action. So we're going to take a 20-minute break. And after that, we're going to hear from our brand new ranks. So if you've hit rank already, I want you to drop me a private message. You can message me Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, get your leader to message me, and we are going to promote you to panelists so you can share your, go ahead and share your testimonial, and then you will not believe who we've got after the break. It is going to be phenomenal. You want to be back on time for the next speaker. We are just getting started today. The next 2 speakers that we're going to have, it is going to be insane. So go get what you need to do done, and we will see you right back after the break.
We ain't here to hurt nobody. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Wanna see you work your body. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Always in the party, everybody put up their hands. I get a half a mil from my feet, you get a couple grand. Never gon' see the day that I ain't got the upper hand. I'm respected from California, I ain't way down to Japan. I'm a real producer and you just a piano man. Your songs don't top the charts, I heard them, I'm not a fan. Niggas talking greasy, I'm the one that gave them their chance. Somebody need to tell
casi lo quito por ti, solo tú me importas. Te quiero encima de mí, yeah, yeah. Y ya es muy tarde si tú quieres escaparte. Ya no podrás cambiar, you're coming home. You're coming home with me tonight. Oye, baby, yo quiero de tu boca, pero tú tienes novio, babe. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado. Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para la party, yeah. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Wine up for me, wine up for me, yeah, wine up for me, wine up for me.
Vete sin miedo y déjala verse. Aquí estamos poteados, no hay que moverse. Pégate, bebecita, y no lo pienses. Que ahora es que lo bueno está por verse. Una fresca es que tú eres. Estás que si te hace la soltera en las redes. Te das 2 shots de tequila y trepas paredes. Tu marido quiere controlarte, pero no puede. Ella siempre anda en altirulay. La tipa sabe la que hay fea. Pa' que no la vayan a pillar. Oye, baby, yo quiero de tu boca, pero tú tienes novio, babe. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para el after party, yeah. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Wine up for me, wine up for me,
It's
wine up for me,
baby.
wine up for me.
Ojos que no ven, corazón que nada sabe. Por eso semana cambió mi clave. De lo que tenemos nadie le da detalle. Somos desconocidos en la calle. Ojos que no ven, corazón que nada sabe. Por eso semana cambió mi clave. De lo que tenemos nadie le da detalle. Somos desconocidos en la calle. Ten cuidado que no quede el mal parqueado. Yo sé que hacen lo callado. Tú juras que nadie sospeche, pa' que no termine bloqueado. Baby, yo quiero de tu boca, pero tú tienes novia. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para la party. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para el after party, yeah. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Wine up for me, wine up for me, yeah, wine up for me, wine up for me.
It's the after party, baby. Mariah, Kevin Little, Prince Royce, Farruko, Alex Sensation. Come on.
Mariah, bitch.
My best life. Best life. I'm Bentley. Living my best life. Best life. Best life. Best life. Best life. Best life. Living my best life.
On arrive en hélico, ça fait comme Enrico. Mais mon premier c'est trop hala en écho. Millions d'euros de déco, sans pas jaja, c'est ma pinko. Moi je prends des selfies jusqu'à Porto Rico.
J'avais la haine, j'ai joué jusqu'à lundi. J'ai le tem-tem, j'ai mis le sac à lundi. Et la Zina, elle s'habille tout en Fendi. J'suis sur TikTok, elle fait la danse des bandits. J'suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. Comme quand j'me jette dans la foule et qu'ils allument les briquets. Ce soir, t'es relou, t'as le sang imbibé. La première que tu croises, tu l'appelles mon bébé.
J'suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. Quand je me jette dans la foule et qu'ils allument les briquets. Ce soir, t'es relou, t'as le sang imbibé. La première que tu croises, tu l'appelles mon bébé. Laisse-moi vivre ma best life.
Best life. En Bentley, je voulais vivre ma best life. Best life. Best life. En féfé, je voulais vivre ma best life.
J'étais pas là, j'étais dans la baraque. La voiture au garage, mon avion sur Paname. J'ai le vague à l'âme, ça m'a touché, j'ai l'alarme. Tu peux fumer, j'ai mis la soquette sur l'alarme.
Qui t'a dit que j'étais fauché? Je viens d'atterrir au bouger. Dans le fond, tout m'a coudé. Je les vois tous jalousés. Je suis très organisé. Des petits chats bougé. Je suis en airplay tout l'été. Le rouge, je l'ai pas fêté.
J'suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. Comme quand je me jette dans la foule et qu'ils allument les briquets. Ce soir, t'es relou, t'as le sang imbibé.
par cœur. Je sais que t'en veux encore. Je vais serrer ton petit corps pour mieux sentir ton cœur. Je te connais par cœur. Je sais que t'en veux encore. Je vais serrer ton petit corps pour mieux sentir ton cœur.
My best life, best life, en Bentley, je voulais vivre ma best life.
Best life,
Best life, en février, je voulais vivre ma best life.
The last that ever she saw him, carried away by a moonlight shadow. He passed on worried and mourning, carried away by a moonlight shadow. Lost in the middle that Saturday night, far away on the other side. He was caught in the middle of a desperate fight, and she couldn't find how to push through. The trees, the whisper in the evening, carried away by a moonlight shadow. Sing a song of sorrow and grieving, carried away by a moonlight shadow. All she saw was a silhouette of a gun, far away on the other side. He was shot 6 times by a man on the run, and she couldn't find how to push through. The trees, the whisper in the evening, carried away by a moonlight shadow. Sing a song of sorrow and grieving, carried away by a moonlight shadow. All she saw was a silhouette of a gun, far away on the other side. He was shot 6 times by a man on the run, and she couldn't find how to push through.
Okay, guys, the break will be wrapping up in 4 minutes. Actually, it's quite funny because Efrosini is live in London doing a training right now, and they have just taken the music, but we are coming back in 4 minutes. So grab your teams, let them know we've got 4 minutes, and we are coming back. So right now, what I want to do is just as we wrap up the break, if there is anybody that I have not yet promoted to panelist that has recently hit bronze, please let me know. Please let me know on the chat right now so I can promote you to a panelist. So if I have not yet promoted you to a panelist and you have hit the rank of bronze, I want you to let me know right now, okay? And so guys, let me share with you how exactly we are going to do these testimonials. So I want you to get started, say where you're based, your name, and then in less than 1 minute, because we've got quite a few testimonials and we've got a lot to get through today, we're going to share the problem that Secret has solved in your life. Now, if you've got a nutrition story, let's apply everything that we've learned that Mike Zanardelli has just shared with us. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to do. We want to make sure that we've got our testimonials ready to go. So we're just going to give it a few more minutes. Make sure your teams are jumping back on. I know we're missing about 30 people. 30 people have not come back from the break yet. So this is going to be the most important section for our strategy going into November. It's going to be insane. The next 2 hours, I am ready. I am fired up, ready to learn, ready to go. We've had great speakers already. Wow. Henry with that talk, Adina with that skincare and what's really in what we're using, that kind of knowledge for statistics. Incredible at how well you can do if you actually know what you're talking about. And then we had Mike with the nutrition. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring up our first. No, I'm not. Okay, that's fun. Okay, so guys, I have asked you if you are bronze and above. I have actually promoted you to panelists, but what I can do is I can allow you to talk. So I'm going to click on your name, click on allow to talk, and we're going to start with Angela Gonzalez. Angela Gonzalez, I'm going to allow you to talk right now. Please go ahead and share your testimonial with us. Okay, asking you to unmute. Fascinating. Fascinating. I'm not sure why it's not working. Wow. So let's have a look and see who else we've got here. Maybe we've got Erica from Hungary who's just hit bronze. I did. There we go, Angela. Go ahead. Welcome. Asking you to unmute. Cool. Go ahead.
Pronto?
Pronto.
Pronto? Non sento.
I don't speak any Italian. But feel free to share your testimonial in Italian, maybe?
Pronto, pronto.
We hear you. We hear you loud and clear. You know, guys, there's always like these little technical glitches. So I tell you what, Angela, if you're not ready to share with us, don't worry. We can save it for in between the next talk because we've got a lot to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you. And don't worry, by the way, because we're
Sentite?
Oh, you're ready? You're ready. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, cool.
Ma io non lo sento.
Super. Congratulations, Angela. So I don't know what she was saying, but that's awesome.
Allora cosa so?
So,
Cosa devo
you know-
parlare? Perché non sento che cosa devo dire. Perché La verdad que solo trata de eso. Ah, ok. Ciao a tutti. Ciao. Mi nome es Angela González. Mi testimonianza, la verdad che è molto impactante perché la mia vita era, non aveva una vita sociale, non avevo una vita normale, non volevo uscire, non volevo fare niente. Quando mio figlio mi ha fatto conoscere questo integratore, mi ha detto, mamma, falli conoscere alle persone, io gli ho detto, io non posso fare conoscere una cosa che non lo so. E infatti mi ha detto, guarda, mi ha portato un pacchetto e me l'ha messo in tavolo e mi ha detto, provalo e dopo mi dici. La verità è che io ho cominciato a provarli tutti. E dopo, penso che in 2 settimane ho cominciato ad avere un cambiamento totale, perché io ho protesi nel ginocchio, in tutte e 2 ginocchia, e non riuscivo quasi a camminare, mi stancavo, non usavo tacchi. Desde che mi hanno fatto questo intervento sono 10 anni che sto tribulando fisioterapia, tutto, il dolore, ho la fibromalgia, ho dolore adesso c'ho anche il dolore dell'intestino, avevo le mani storte perché sono l'artrosi, io avevo tutte le dita che se mi stavano già storti, già? E dopo ho visto il cambiamento con questo medicamento che le dita se mi stanno cominciando a aderezare, non ho più dita storta, non ho più dolore, adesso vado a ballare, mi diverto, esco, faccio una vita bella, veramente io ringrazio a Dio e a Secret che mi ha messo in mano di mio figlio questi integratori. La verità che sono molto felice perché mi vita ha cambiato al 110%, la verità.
Super. Thank you so much.
Che posso dirle?
Congratulations,
Potete raccomandarle
Angela.
a occhio chiuso a tutte le persone a questi medicamenti perché la verità che lo sto vivendo io in carne propria. Sono fantastici, super, veramente mi vita. Io sono una donna molto felice, comincio a viaggiare.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Angela. Fantastic testimonial. And we will be there with all of you guys in Italy next weekend, next Sunday. Myself and Efrosina are flying there live so we can recognize you on the stage there live. So, guys, we just need to keep these quite short because we do have a very, very tight schedule tonight. So let me go ahead and let me unmute Miguel. Miguel, if you're ready to give us your testimonial, let's go.
Hi, Melanie. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I hope next time we'll be able to meet you personally. Thanks. I'll be real fast. I'm Miguel Orlando Pimentel. I'm Dominican, living in Italy. I met Secret since the beginning. What can I say? This is what I was looking for the rest of my life. Not only as a businessman, but as what we provide. And when I met Isaac, as I wrote before, that was the cherry on the top of the cake. I said, this is it. Our recovery has not only changed my mom's life, my personally, and everything else. So this is something when you try it on yourself, you really believe it. And what can I say? Melanie, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I just hit bronze, and that's not it. I want to go all the way. I want to finish my business because it's not only a business about making money, it's about helping people. And I love to help people. And since this world is how it's going, we should help people. More people should know about this. What can I say, guys? Just hit it and go on it. Believe on it. Believe on yourself and don't quit. Thank you very much. Have a nice Sunday to you all. God bless.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Miguel. Yasid, you are up. Congratulations on being top of the Rockstar Billboard again. So I'm asking you to unmute. Go ahead and give us your testimonial.
Hello family Secret. Hello, Melanie. I'm very happy with this testimonial because Secret ha cambiato la mia vita. Sorry for my English. Secret ha cambiato la mia vita. Secret è veramente un'ispirazione per me, aiutare a tante persone a migliorare la sua vita, a migliorare il modo di essere. Veramente sono contento di star creando un team forte hispano in tutta Europa e I'm very happy with your training the next week in Italy. I see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye bye, very happy family. Bye.
Thank you so much, Yesid. Thank you so much, Joy Kibuchi, for saying we'd love to see those being recognized. Unfortunately, at this moment, because this is a webinar, and then I've asked people to be promoted to panelists, but they haven't accepted it. It's just been rather more complicated than I would have wished. But do you know what? We do have the live trainings coming up in your market where we are going to be recognizing people live. So I believe we have, okay, we're done with the testimonials for now. If there's anybody else that I haven't mentioned that's on here right now, just drop me a message and we will get you recognized after the next talk. But for now, we are moving on. I have been so hyped up to hear about this next speaker, somebody that I had the pleasure of interviewing, just a couple of months ago on our podcast. And she touched my heart in a way that my heart hadn't really been touched before in network marketing. She told her story in such a way that I realized how valuable the industry that we have our hands on actually is. Not only is she a red diamond, the top rank in Canada right now, a super fierce female who is the sole provider for her family right now due to difficult, unfortunate circumstances, but every single Black Friday, she goes out and is like the top producer in sales with her team. So I have not been more excited for like the next strategy talk in a long time. Like I have been waiting for this talk, absolutely waiting. So guys, get ready. Like this is it. This is November strategy that is coming up right here. You better have your pens and papers and be ready to make some money. So Tracey, welcome to your first European Super Sunday. We're so excited to have you here.
Awesome. Well, I am, I believe, on by voice, but I'm not sure if my camera is allowing me to.
Co-host right now.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome. There we go. Now I got to make sure that, it's in the right spot so you guys can't see my mess on this side of my camera. Does anybody else, like before you get on a Zoom, be like just shoving things in a corner so that the background doesn't show the chaos going on? Anyways, thank you, Melanie, so much for, number one, that kind introduction and for asking me to be on here and share today. It's always a pleasure to be able to, not only share your story, but, give some training to people around the world. And I'm just in awe to look at where Secret is right now, because I started 10 years ago and we started in the US and just very little bit in Canada. And now we're like all over the world. It's this global, burst. And it's so exciting to see people succeeding. It's so exciting to see people using our products and like changing their skin and changing their, insides and their health and everything else. So I am such a huge believer in our products. So when I'm listening this morning, I got to listen to Henry and to Mike, and I'm hearing everybody talk about products, and it's like literally music to my ears and my heart, because I got started in Secret because I love the products, and I looked at the products and I thought, why wouldn't I refer these to other people if I love them and use them? And that idea of having kind of like my own store, my own business. And I literally thought, if just a handful of people love the products as well and purchased them from me, and I earned $200 to $300 extra a month, I could just go shop guilt-free every month. Like I'd go buy a new pair of jeans or a new pair of boots and not have to justify why I was buying something I didn't really need, but sort of that guilt-free shopping. And that's kind of why I even started with Secret. I heard the word Dead Sea, and I looked at the product line and said, I use all these products on a day-to-day basis. Why would I not use something that is high end? I knew the power of the Dead Sea, and I was like, if these work, hey, other people are going to like them for sure. Now, this industry is something that I would have never given any attention to. People have come to me in the past, been like, hey, let me share this. And I was like, no, thank you. This is not for me. My background is teaching. I went to university, for a handful of years to get my education degree. I'm a teacher in a classroom. I would have never entertained this. This was just not something that I thought would be for me, but I was uneducated in the profession, clearly, because, and that's why I'm always so shocked that when, the person that introduced Secret to me, that I even gave it a second thought, because normally I would have just said, no, thank you. But like I said, it's the products, the idea of the Dead Sea Mineral. We just had skincare and body care when I started. That's it. And then, in 2000, I think it was 19, the nutrition came about. And I'll tell you what, when the nutrition came about, I was a little bit like, oh, hold on. Like, I don't know anything about nutrition. But you know what? I didn't know anything about skincare when I got started. I just knew that when I used it, it worked. And we didn't have to be experts, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna do the same thing with the nutrition. And as I was using it, it was a game changer for me. And I truly, everything that Mike said about our nutrition and that idea of that long-term residual income. As if you want long-term residual income, we need to, everybody being a product of the product who's an agent here. And we need to go share this, and we need to go get customers and people using our products, because when you get hooked on a product, I'll tell you what, I will never, ever find a body butter that's like this body butter, no matter what. This is hands down. Mike said he takes his I think Immunix everywhere he goes. This is some of his nutrition. I take some of my nutrition everywhere I go, but this goes everywhere I go. I have gone into hotels before. I'm trying to put the product on, and I'm, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to use their lotion, and I'm rubbing and rubbing. Can anybody relate to this? Like, rubbing, and I'm like, why is this not going anywhere? It's not absorbing, and it's just kind of sitting there. Well, because it's not like our body butter. Our body butter is awesome. And I love our products. And so that's what got me started here, is our products. So when I'm hearing, Henry just even showing those some before and after pictures, and just hearing people share their stories, it just makes me so happy, because I know the power in getting products on people. Anybody ever comes to me and is like, hey, Tracey, I'm having trouble. I want to make some money. I just, how do I go about doing it? The first thing I'll tell them is, have you put product on people? Have you got people to try our products? Because when they do, they love them and they buy them, right? So, when like I said, 10 years ago, it was mid-October when I got started, and I kind of did that, why not? I'm going to use these, refer, make $200-300 extra a month. I shortly after went to a conference. My eyes literally lit up at that conference. And one of the things that made me light up there was hearing other people's stories on stage going, hey, there's like nothing special about that person. Like, they did it and they turned this into so much more than just extra. Why can't I? I remember asking myself that question. And then the other thing was Isaac. You heard from Mike, Isaac is a special person. And, he's one of those people that has that integrity, that has that moral compass and the ethics, and somebody I want to be in business with and who I am going to follow. So those are the two things that made me come home. And I was like, hold on a second, like, this is going way bigger than just a little bit of extra, and long story short, in, 12 months, I earned a 6-figure income working my secret business part-time while I was full-time teaching. And a handful of months after that is when I had the option to make a big decision, and I walked away from the classroom. So I'm 8.5 years out of the classroom, working my secret business full-time, absolutely loving every second of it, being able to be that present mom. I've been there for my kids, taking them to and from school, to every sporting event, and that is worth so much money. In those years where they were growing up, my son now is 17, he's gonna be an adult here in December, he's gonna be 18. But those crucial 10 years, I was there for them every second. And that's something that you can't, I didn't know the value and the power of that until I was experiencing it, right? So here we are. I came back from that conference, just to back up just a minute here. And my first Black Friday happened 4 weeks after that conference. So 6 weeks after I got started. Okay. So if you're just starting, if you're just new right now, I want you to know that your biggest season in secret is about to begin. and it's going to start now. Okay, we're going to talk about Black Friday. Black Friday is on November 25th, and you're going, okay, well, why are you saying now? Because now is when you have to take action. Now is when you need to get prepared. And if you don't prepare, you're going to miss the magic. Okay, so there is time to prepare. We have a couple of weeks to prepare and do what is needed, but it involves you to make a decision to do the right activity and take full out massive action to get everything set up and everything in place. Okay, so I'm going to go through a little PowerPoint with you of the 3 different phases, from phase 1, which is right now, phase 2, which is kind of that week before and during Black Friday, and then phase 3, which I'm not going to get into today, but that is something that you are going to be trained on after our Black Friday. So question for you before we begin is, do you want this to be your biggest season? Do you want to make a paycheck that is bigger than your monthly income? Because I'll tell you what, my first Black Friday was 24 hours. It was a 24-hour sale that year. I didn't know Black Friday was coming up. I didn't know that Secret was putting on a sale, but I was doing the right activity. I was putting in new agents. I was putting in new customers. I was putting product on people. I was having events. And that Black Friday, I made more in 24 hours in one day than I did my whole month as a teacher. Now, that can be you if you choose to, right? And it's a time for you to build your business and to expand your network. So I'm going to share my PowerPoint here. Hold on one second. And let's go to, hold on.
Tracy, you've just gone on mute. We've got to unmute you because we haven't heard you from the beginning of the thing. Let me see if I
Here
can
we go.
unmute you. There we go.
I think I'm unmuted.
Back on.
Okay. So Secret Black Friday 2022. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to think of yourself as a retailer. Okay. And you might have never thought of yourself as a retailer, but right now is the time where I want you to go, I am a retailer, and I want you to put your business hat on. Okay. So you're going to maximize Black Friday and the holiday shopping season like a pro. So think of all the other retailers out there, all the stores, all the box stores. You know what? They know they are preparing months in advance for all of their sales, for their Black Friday, their Christmas shopping, their, Valentine's sales, whatever it is, but they have been preparing for Black Friday because Black Friday is one of the biggest times that people spend money. And they're spending money, number one, because they're getting a deal. There's things on sale. And number two, they are purchasing gifts for the holiday season, right? So we have 3 phases to this holiday season. Phase number 1 is preparing from now until we get our information. So I didn't put a date here because I don't know when you guys are getting your information. And when I say getting your information, that's your order forms, your holiday gift guides, getting all the details, when the sale starts, when it ends, when it goes to, like all the details. Okay. Phase 2 is during. So when you get all that information, up to November 25th. So it's kind of that week before of Black Friday, right? And then during the Black Friday weekend, and then phase 3 is after Black Friday and into December, which we're not going to get into today. But preparing is key, okay? Preparing is absolute key. So what I want you to do, number 1, here's your biggest mistake that I don't want you to make, is to go out and blast about Black Friday all over the world, all over social media, be like, hey guys, 3 more weeks to Black Friday. Would you, wait and watch out for my sales that are coming from Black Friday. We don't want that. We don't want that. We need to, we're not going to talk about Black Friday. Are we going to talk as agents to prepare and to mastermind like we're doing right now? Absolutely, because you need to prepare. But we are not going to go and sit down, put products on people and they're wanting to purchase as a customer and be like, oh, but Black Friday is coming, just wait. Okay, we don't want people to wait. In fact, agents right now, this is your absolute best time to get agents because we're going into the best season for them to make money, right? So the key to prepare is to build now and add to your book of business. So you want to hire staff. So think of yourself as a retailer. You need to hire staff, which means we need to recruit. We want more people out there selling and sharing our products. So create and add to your database. So increase your product exposures through whatever you want to call it. Okay. If you want to call it parties, I have done lots of in-home parties where I bring people over and they try our products. In fact, sometimes they've done complete full facials where we've done masks. Sometimes they're just trying on their hands. Sometimes they're, trying our shake and our greens, but I'm bringing people in, and I like to sometimes call them parties or social gatherings or socials, events, okay? In person, online. We are in a world of technology right now, so much online. You can do so much. Now, whether that's like going on social media and being creative there, you can also create private Facebook groups where I can literally get on a screen, have a room full of people of 10 to 20 people on a screen in a group and be sharing our products. And you know what I'm doing? I'm highlighting products. I'm going, this body butter, who gets dry skin, especially here in Canada in the winter time? I do. It's cold as heck. Skin gets dried out. And this is the absolute best moisturizer. I will never try another one. I will never use another one. It is so rich, so absorbing, so moisturizing. In fact, my kids even each have one of them in their bedroom because they absolutely love this as well. You go on a hot holiday, you get some sun, maybe you burn, take this with you, put it on, apply it. You are not going to peel. You're not going to I am sharing my own experience of the product. Yes, it's through technology. Yes, they're not actually touching it, but they're hearing the passion in your voice about the products. Do you think they're willing to purchase it? They are. Trust me, because I've done this, right? They're not actually touching and feeling it, but they're taking your word for that product, right? So go to sit downs. Maybe if you're sending out any sort of samples, if you got little, sample sets, whatever it is, but you want to get product, you want to get product out to people, you want to share about the business, get them on overviews. Like I said, now is the time you want to be recruiting and you want to be adding new customers to your database. And you might say, well, why would I add a new customer now when Black Friday is coming up? Because they are going to try our product now, they're going to get it now, and come Black Friday, they're going to buy more because they're going to fall in love, and then they're going to go, hold on, now there's a sale, yes, I'm purchasing more. You are doing them a favor by sharing now and getting their hands on the products now, okay? So we're going to set some goals. What are your specific goals? What are your sales goals? How much do you want to sell, right? How much do you want to make? Are you going to make 20%? Or are you going to make 30%? Well, where on the tier are you going to earn commissions? What's your rank goal? Take inventory of your team. What are their goals? Who's running? Do you have leadership in place? If you're going for that next rank and you need leadership on your left side and your right side, you need to, go down into your team and go, hey, where are you at? Are you running for Black Friday? What are your goals? What are your sales goals? Who do you have for leadership in place? Because I have seen one too many times somebody half the volume and they go, leadership isn't in place. Okay, so let's look at that now and make sure that we are taking care of that. Get organized. So if you have an existing customer base, now some of you might say, well, I don't have an existing customer base yet. That's okay. Now's the time to make one. So take inventory. I personally have hundreds of customers. Okay, I have people on my team with thousands of customers, and they're taking inventory, going like, when did they last order? What are their high products that they love to order? Find out, what's the best way to reach them? Get organized. Make your list. Okay, so now this is key, guys. Who are you going to reach out to once the information is in your hands? Again, we're not doing it now saying, hey, Black Friday is coming. No. We are going to reach out when we have the information. So here's people I want you to think of. Number one, obviously, our existing agents and customers. If you have an existing agent in your organization and maybe they've been a little sleepy, right? Maybe they've been sleeping a little bit. Wake them up. Wake them up, because this is the time where they can make some money. And I don't think anybody's opposed to making money, right? So making sure that they know what's going on. And again, making that list of your existing people in your customer base. Now, some people may not be in your customer base. Maybe they've never ordered from you. Maybe they've never tried your products before. Maybe they're one of those people, we all have some family members that just have never tried anything that we have. And you're like, come on, where's the support, right? But here's a time to reach out to them. friends who have bought from you before and who have never bought. Every year, guys, every Black Friday, this is, 10th Black Friday coming up, I have somebody new who's never ordered before, and I've known those people for 10 years. They've known I've sold Secret for 10 years. I've probably sent them Black Friday information for the last 9 years, and it might be this Black Friday that they purchased from me, right? Business owners, who do you know that are business owners? They have a small business, they've got employees. I ask them, what do you get your employees for Christmas? They're usually, I have one guy, I phone him every year and I go, what are you getting your employees for Christmas this year? And the very first year that I phoned him, he said, well, I usually get them, give them money. And I go, do you want to get them something unique this year? He's like, well, what? And so I showed him some of the gift sets. I'm like, I'd recommend this, and I'd recommend this, and I'd recommend this. He's like, oh yeah, for sure. They would love that. They'd eat that stuff up. I'm like, what's your budget? Tells me his budget. He's like, put together what you think. Guys, people love to be told and referred to what to buy, especially for people they don't really know what they love. It's like, here's a suggestion. All we need is their credit card gets shipped to their door. They are all in. Who do you do business with? I don't know about you, but I'm a believer. And if I do business with you, I would expect you to do business with me, right? Who are your hairstylists? Maybe a nail technician, maybe, your barbers or your accountants. Who do you do business with? Make your own personal shopping list. Okay. So who are you going to, if you're purchasing over the holiday season, I hope you're purchasing from your own store and you're supporting yourself, right? So who are you buying Christmas gifts for? Family, friends, coaches, teachers, appreciation gifts. Shop at your own online store. And then what do you personally need for your shelf? I'll tell you what, guys, this little brush right here, I don't know if you have it in your market area. If you do, I had one girl in my team, one lady in my team sold over 200 brushes 1 year on Black Friday. 200 brushes. This brush is the bomb. Like I'm telling you, it is the absolute bomb. Any women, any little girls with long hair, you tell the parents about this brush, no more tears, no more tangles, right? Mascara, gosh, I mean, we can demo this mascara so easy. It's the best mascara on the market, hands down. I'd compare it to anything else, right? So what do you need personally? I love to keep these types of items, the hand creams, on my shelf for little fundraisers or little donation gifts or little gifts, thank you gifts to people who have done things for me that I need to say thank you to, right? All those different things. So preparing, remember, holding business will hurt your business. Do not hold business right now. Add new agents and customers right now, okay? Right now, all the way up. And if you do not prepare, you're going to miss out on the magic. So phase 2 is during. So once you get all the collateral, here in North America, they're telling us around November 17th. I don't know what it is there for you, but we're going to get our order forms, our holiday gift guides. We're going to get all the information about Black Friday. So from now up until Black Friday, now we're shouting Black Friday. We are telling everybody. In fact, I'm going to be printing order forms off. If I see somebody in the store that I know, I'm going, hey, I was going to email you this, but I'm going to give this to you. We've got Black Friday coming up. Let me know if I can help save you time and money this year for your Christmas shopping, right? So this week we should have pre-booked, okay? During phase 1, we are pre-booking our schedule. We are getting events in place. I personally love, you might say, well, I don't have anywhere to have an event. Again, have it online, invite people to a group, have an open house. That week up to Black Friday, I have 3 open houses, 3 or 4. Come in, send out a little invite, come have, a catch up, come have a drink, some tea, wine, whatever it is. We're gonna have some little goodies out. We're gonna do draws, door prizes. Come test out some of our new products here at Secret, some of our gift sets that we have. I'm gonna help you save you time and save you money this year for your Christmas shopping. So now we start taking pre-orders because we've got the order forms, right? So make sure you're getting those pre-orders, keep good track, stay organized, have all their information ready, and get out those lists you made to start contacting people about the sale. Okay, so help them shop for the holiday. So that whole list that you made in phase 1 that you're making right now, you're making that list of people. Now's the week that we're going to start contacting them. Have fun and be creative on social media. All right. Again, now Black Friday has come. It's November 25th. The sale is live. Again, I don't know how long it's going to be, if it's going to be 24 hours, 36 hours, 30 hours, 48 hours. We're going to get all those details, right? Don't panic. Okay. Some people get a little bit stressed out. Maybe the system's not working as fast as they want it to be, or they're not getting their orders in. Take a break, go get a coffee, relax, just give it some time. Start entering your pre-orders. Now, people always ask me here, so I'm going to answer the question before it gets asked. Do you put in everybody's order? No, I don't put in everybody's order, but anybody who gave me a pre-order. So usually anybody that I know is comfortable giving me a pre-order, saying, I want to order this. Here's all my information. Here's my credit card information. They trust me to put their order in, right? Existing customers. If it's an existing customer that has their own link, if they want me to do their pre-order because of urgency, or maybe they're working that day, I make sure I've got their login and their password. I make sure I've got their updated credit card. And yes, I am putting in as many pre-orders as I can to alleviate their stress of putting their order in that day and me doing it for them. Okay. So do you have to? No. Can you send your link to somebody and they can go on your link that day and order from you? 100%, whatever you prefer. We're going to stay in activity. So Black Friday's here. We're collecting orders prior to Black Friday's here. Do we just stop? No. Here is when we go all out. Okay. We're informing people. We're reaching out. We're following up. So all the people that you've reached out to, if they haven't got back to you, do a follow up. Please don't follow up with them 10 times and keep harassing them if they are not messaging you back or getting back to you. We don't want that. Okay. We don't want to be those people, but do the follow-up. Hey, just checking in. I know I sent you the Black Friday holiday gift set and order form. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. The sale is now live while quantities last, but I'm here definitely if there's any questions that I can answer for you or help you in any way. Ask for the sale, right? And then you'll see back here, I said, have fun and be creative on social media. I know Melanie is on social media. She's on Instagram. Her and I are liking our reels back and forth. We're trying different things and she's got some awesome stuff. Follow her if you're not following her, but have some fun, share your products. Like I love going on social media and like demoing the mascara, putting some fun music to it, showing the results after, maybe some before and after pictures, showcase some of our products, right? It's one of the best ways to get it out there. So how are you going to reach out to people? Okay, so your Black Friday, we've got everything that we have. How are you reaching out? People say, well, do you email? Do you text? Do you phone? Do you send out like big broadcast groups? My question to you is, how do you normally reach out to your people, right? How do you normally reach out to people? My good friends, close friends, family members, I text them all the time on a day-to-day, like for just anything in life. So I'm going to text them about the Black Friday sale. I might even send them a quick video or a voice note because that's how I normally reach out to them. Now, customers who are in my database, who maybe I've never met, I don't know, they've just been referrals through referral, an acquaintance, or somebody who went on my link just randomly, I am going to probably email them, okay? Because I don't have their text. I don't normally text with them. But whatever your means of communication is, be you. Don't copy somebody else's script. Get an idea from somebody's script. I can give you some ideas when you're reaching out to people. Number one, you want to give them the details of the sale. When does it start? You're going to ask them if they want you to order for them or if they're going to hit your link themselves to order, right? If you're ordering for them, make sure, there's my alarm saying, hey, I got to wrap this up. So if you're ordering for them, you want to make sure you get all of their information, their email address, their birth date, their credit card information. Make sure you get a 3-digit number on the back of their card, right? You want to get all of their information there. So that's kind of, their thing. If they want to hit their link, go ahead and do it. If you're doing it for them, that's totally fine too. And you choose how you want to do it. The other thing that you want to ask or that you want to share with them is some ideas. Give them some ideas. If I'm sharing this, I'm going, you know what? The moms are loving this. If you're looking for that hard to buy mother-in-law, they will love this gift set. If you're purchasing gifts for your kids' teachers this year, they love the hand cream. Like I like to give them ideas because I don't know about you, like even when I go to a restaurant, I love the server to say, I highly recommend this. And typically I tend to order that, right? So we want to give some recommendations. So don't forget, people are shopping and spending money this holiday season. No matter what, get them to shop from you, okay? Have a sense of urgency during that week. We have the best prices and limited quantities. We have some gift sets that we've never shared before that we don't have on a regular basis to buy. Give ideas and suggestions and ask for the sale. Okay. Don't underestimate what this season can do for you. I'm going to tell you my Red Diamond run. I went Red Diamond on a Black Friday, and it actually 3 months prior to that Black Friday, my husband had passed away suddenly. And so I was quite checked out from the business. And usually I get very excited about Black Friday. This Black Friday I was not even, really paying attention. But my team came together and they said, hey, guys, how can we help her? And they bounded together and they went out and crushed it. Took me to Red Diamond and got me the biggest paycheck I'd ever made here at Secret. And it was their way of just coming together as a team, as a group, as a community to go like, how can we help? So I don't want you to underestimate who you're helping this year. Come together as a team, whether your team is helping you or you're helping another team. We are here to create stories here at Secret. We're here to create success for people. And I really, truly wish you the absolute best holiday season, but it all starts now. So with that, guys, I hope you took some notes. I hope that you get your best year yet and your biggest paycheck because you can. So with that, I'm going to turn this back over to our next speaker, your wonderful, wonderful host for today. Melanie, you guys have been hearing from her. Man, she is an absolute powerhouse. She's been in this industry for 10 years. She's like, Secret is my home. She's a Blue Diamond agent here. It hasn't been here that long, and a Blue Diamond. I mean, how incredible is that? Leading the charge globally, over there where you guys are tuning in from. So Melanie, I just want to thank you so much, number one, for your leadership and everything you're doing and really taking, charge of your business and just running with it and showing people what we can do here, the success that can be brought. But, it's an absolute honor. I've been able to talk to you a little bit. Like we said, we've done a podcast together and you're so inspiring. And I just know I can feel through technology, you're bubbly, you're inspirational. And I really can't wait to meet you in person. So guys, give it up for Melanie. Come on in. Thank you so much for everything today.
Thank you so much, Tracey. My gosh, I feel like we've already met. Like, it's so funny. Like, I feel like we already know each other, and I can't believe we haven't met in person yet. But I tell you what, like, I know myself and Efrosini are running for rank to be recognized in the USA at the next global convention. So hoping we'll be allowed back in and get to meet you there. God, you got me like all tearing up right before I'm about to talk. But guys, actually, I'm a big fan of two things that actually I'm a big fan of everything that Tracey said, but there were two things actually, and one of them was I actually copy everything from her on social media. So she's like, I've got a really good account. She has no idea how much stalking I actually do of her account when I need an idea. I'm like, okay, let me see what Tracey did last, and like, let me go and do that as well. And that's what network marketing is all about. Network marketing is all about borrowing and recreating, because guess what? Tracey's not being selfish with her Instagram reels. She's kind of going, well, do you know what? My friends don't know Melanie's friends, and Melanie's got a whole network that she wants to put it out to, so she can borrow my stuff, and vice versa. So it's a bit of a trend out there. So definitely be copying. But the other thing that I love that Tracey had done is she created community, right? That little story that she told at the end, which really got me tearing up, happened because she built culture and she built community within her team. And that's what I'm here to talk about today, about how we're going to build culture and how we're going to build community. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Make sure I've got you guys up right here. Yeah, I have that down the bottom as well, so they can see you. Pop that on. And let's press play. Cool. Okay. So cute. Who took my slides? Slides, where did you go? All right, give me a second. There, back. I don't know why it's, oh, if I click the screen. Okay, don't touch to click the screen. All good. Okay, so let's take a moment and let's talk about building culture to increase retention. So Mike Zanardelli, he actually mentioned retention, and he mentioned that the products have a really, really high retention rate on the nutrition. What does retention mean? That means keeping repeat customers in. That means not losing your customers to another competitor. That means there's not people falling out of your organization. And so how do we build culture? And I want to take a moment today to talk about how we do build culture. How do we do that? How do we create an environment where people want to stay? So the first thing I want to tell you is employee retention. So let's look at it from the corporate world, right? We're not the only ones with attrition. Attrition is the opposite of retention. Attrition means your fallout rate in your business. It's completely normal, right? So if we look at the typical corporate company, usually they have a 44% retention rate. That means a whopping 66% of their employees move on. Okay, some of the really good workplaces have a 64% retention rate, and the top ones in the world have 86%. So no one's got 100% retention rate. Nobody has that, but you can increase it. You can go from typical to top to best. Now let's just take a moment and talk about recruiting right now, because you know the corporate companies out there, they recruit. The network marketers out there, we recruit. What is the biggest expense that corporations have out there? HR, human resources, recruiting. Why? Every time you lose an employee, you have to re-advertise the role. Then you have to spend time going through hundreds of potential new employees to see which one fits. It takes people out of the workplace into the interview offices, and you lose time and you lose money, and also you have to pay every time somebody new comes into that that environment. You have to pay the agency that got them there. And so basically what I'm saying, and why am I talking to you like this, I wanted to build a comparison, right? Because so often we think we're alone in network marketing with retention and attrition. We're not. It's a global thing. In fact, we were talking about it last night at a party with a couple of new friends that I'd met, and we were talking about retention and attrition rates in HR. The guy I was sitting next to used to be in HR, and he was like, I just got so tired of having to constantly recruit new people who weren't right for positions, and it cost companies so much money. And so here in network marketing, it costs us time and it costs us frustration when we, oh yes, sorry translators, I got so excited. I'm gonna speak slower. I kind of like get so hyped and then go off on a little plane ride to what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna slow right down. So let's say we recruit somebody and then after a while we lose them. As reps, we feel frustrated, irritated. Sometimes it can even take us out of the game, right? Because we get so fed up of having to like replace people. But it's normal to have some kind of attrition in our business. But what we want to focus on today is how can we increase retention? And you get a healthy environment to work in when you build culture. When you build a healthy culture, that's when people stick around. So let's talk about how we can build culture today. So first of all, culture is like playtime, right? It's free time, it's social time, it's connecting. It's not work, work, work. So although Tracey's just mentioned about November, I don't want to see anybody taking playtime in November, man. Like, I mean, you can, but like, you're not going to see me taking playtime in November. Like that, November is work, 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 work. But come December, we're going to chill a bit. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. But they do say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's like an English phrase. You know, we've known that since we were kids. And you're going to have to learn like work-life balance within your organization. So many reps make the point of not being all-inclusive with social events or making every event about business. So there's a time and a place for work, and there's a time and a place for socializing. So we all know the peak income producing hours, right? That's 9 to 5 and weekends. 9 to 5 and weekends. That's when we should be doing most of our work. And I'm going to tell you a short story right now. This was actually a story that happened to me about midway through my network marketing career. I was building my team out in Australia, and we were having some stagnant evenings, some evenings where my team was showing up and there were no guests, and there were some other teams there and they also had no guests. And for me, I was there to make money. I was there to build my business. I had a focus and a goal. And so this tension started to happen, right, between my team and the other teams. And what it was is I would get everyone on my team together and I would say, okay, we have no guests, so we're going to do an invitation session. People would still be picking up the phones between 7 till 9, while the other teams would go and have dinner. They would go and drink some wine, they would have dinner, they would have a good time together. And they would start to say uncomfortable things about me, like, oh, you know, she's so full of herself, she's so this, she's so that. And to this day, I've kind of thought, well, actually, those were peak income producing hours. If you wanted me to have dinner, you should have just asked me and I would have told you at 10, we can eat together. At 10, we can have a drink together. But right now I'm on the job and you're not going to see me drinking on the job right now. I'm working on the job. And those times when, you know, it's times when people have put aside to build their business, that's when you don't want to be socializing. Sometimes people want to have a connection talk, right? Sometimes people want to like have a bit of a chit chat about something else going on in their life. I'm all for that. You can call me anytime, but not between 5 and 9 and not when I'm building at weekends, okay? Like I'm here for you guys. You want to call me and have a chat? Let's do it. Let's have morning coffee, but I'm not doing afternoon coffee with you guys, okay? I'm not doing evening coffee with you guys. I'm building. You got a prospect to show me during that time? Let's go. Let's do that. So that's what I want you to get in your head is you need to do work-life balance, and you need to figure out what those times are in your business. Now, there are different ways that you can do socials in your business as well. So like I like to maybe once a week, you know, have a social with a team after a big shot presentation. If you're doing weekly presentations, I think once a week is fine. So here's what I know about building culture. Some people will give up on their business, but they will not give up on their friends. And so what do I mean? What do I mean by that? Some people may give up on their business, but they won't give up on their friends. Well, I mean, maybe things aren't going as well as they'd like in their business. Maybe they're facing some challenges or they're not as committed as they would like. But if they have a great social life and a great community within the team, they're not going anywhere. Let me tell you another story. When I got started in 2012, I was awful at network marketing, absolutely terrible. In fact, I showed 17 people before my first person signed up and they quit within 24 hours. So I really wasn't doing that well when I started, but what kept me in was there were people that I respected, admired, were always happy to see me. Like they were happy to see me when I showed up to the meetings and I was eager to learn about them and they were inclusive and it just felt so good being there that I consistently showed up until the results showed up because I was just having such a good time. And so another thing a lot of people don't know is in 2012, I was living in London. I was working multiple part-time jobs, yet I was so lonely. I was so lonely because I was living with my best friend, but she worked 9 to 5 and I seemed to work like 6 to 10, like 6 a.m. I was out of the house and 10 a.m. I was coming back, and she was studying evenings. So she would get in at 11 p.m. And then weekends she was also studying and I was working. So I never saw my best friend, even though we were living together. And it was just kind of like lonely. You know, the jobs that I had, I was in and out. I was agency. So yeah, I worked in skincare, but every single day of like my skincare timeline when I was working L'Oreal, all the different companies, I would always be with somebody else or in a different store because I was agency. So I'd work for the brand, but it would be like, Melanie, today you're on Selfridges, Oxford Street. Hey, Melanie, we need you in Debenhams on Bond Street. Hey, Melanie, today we need you in Mayfair. Hey, we have a pop-up kiosk today. We need you in Westfield. And so every day was somewhere different. And so I was meeting a lot of new people, which was great for network marketing once I eventually got involved, because I could then start to build a relationship and recruit them. But before then, it was just kind of lonely. And I was looking for friends. I mean, I met some of my best friends for life through this industry. It's just, I mean, there are people that were in my previous company that we are still friends today, such good friends. And so people don't usually give up on their friends. They might give up on their business, but they won't quit on their friends. So build relationships with your team. And when can you build those relationships? During social times. During social times, right? So coffee morning, do it. Or go out and do something active. Have some fun. Like the team that plays together stays together. It's a known fact. So you want to schedule some of that time. Recently, I was having a conversation with a rep in another company, just a friend of mine, and she was going, I've got a really terrible attrition rate. Like people are just dropping out of my business. And I said to her, well, do you only do business with them? And she said, well, yes. I said, but how often do you have fun? And she's like, fun? And I'm like, yeah, what's that, right? And so I said, well, there are times coming up when you can have some fun. Let's get those scheduled. So let's talk about some of the times when we can have fun. So we could do, let's say, a social after an event like this. So I know that we've got some events coming up. For example, in Italy next weekend, I'm going to be in Italy with Efrosini for our Searching for Diamonds tour. And we are going to have the Saturday night before the training begins, after blitzing all day. So we're working, pay attention, we're working through the weekend. We're working all day Saturday. Saturday from 10 a.m. until about 6 p.m. we're working. And then Saturday night, we're going to go ahead and have a little Prosecco together. Nothing wild, because we're going to be working on Sunday. Okay, we're going to keep it in check. But we're going to have a couple of glasses, and then we're going to show up to the training. But that's a good time. That's a good time to do something social. And some people might want to talk about business, but some people might just want to talk about how their life is going and just have a friend or have a chat. And that's cool, okay? When's another time that we could do a team event? I like to say once a month, right? Once a month, I think we can schedule like half a day with the team on a weekend. So maybe Sunday morning, we're going to do a spa party or a presentation, an opportunity meeting, however you like to do it. In the afternoon, let's go kayaking, let's go bowling, and let's make that all inclusive. Let's invite everybody, because you know what? When everybody sticks around, your residual paycheck sticks around, right? Happy people pay their monthly dues of Club Secret. Here's a better idea for you. Why don't you go and find an activity on your Club Secret website? Because, you know, we do things like wine tours. Put that together as a team and go on that. Now, here's another thing I want to mention, okay? So as Tracey just mentioned, the retailers know when big things are coming up, like retailers know when Black Friday is coming up. But what about Halloween? Did you guys celebrate Halloween with your team? Wouldn't that have been fun? And do you know what I thought would be a really good costume for Halloween that just went? Everybody showing up with a different kind of face mask and costume. Like, that's a cool party. That's a way to experience products and have a party, have some food, and just chill. But everybody can come. Everybody can come and have a good time. Christmas is coming up. You doing a Christmas party? You should be doing a Christmas party with the people that are around, right? And it doesn't have to be something expensive. You don't have to break the bank. You know, it can be, you go to a place and you say, we want to have a room. Can we have a $10 entrance fee, or 10 euros or 10 pounds, wherever you are in the world, and you have a drink included and some nice music? Or, oh my gosh, we had this crazy Christmas event once, which was so much fun. We were in London with the team and we went to Winter Wonderland. And that was great. We just had some food. We went on some roller coasters. Actually, I held the bags because I don't like roller coasters. So, you know, we just had a really good time. But here's how I want you to think about this from a leadership perspective right now, okay? I want you to do something that's all inclusive and then do a rank event as well. Now, I'll tell you a story, another Christmas story, because we love Christmas. So the all-inclusive was Winter Wonderland. But with Efrosini, one of the things that we do is anybody that hits, let's say, the rank of bronze and above or gold and above, we do a Christmas dinner at our house. A Christmas dinner where I cook for 3 days before people come, and they get to sit in our home, have us serve them. And this has been a thing for years that we've done. We've been doing this since 2014. So that's kind of like why the Ben Shabbat family felt like home to me, because that's something me and Efrosini have been doing. We've been inviting people into our home for Christmas when they hit rank, and people would go to hit that because they wanted to join us for this dinner that I would cook for everybody, and they would like go ahead and like hit the rank to be there. But you're going to do two. You're going to do one all-inclusive so people don't feel like they're missing out, and one rank event where people have to be a certain rank to attend. And what I love about this is it gets those that want to run to be included to run. Okay, so having a rank event is kind of like driving your business a lot, but the all-inclusive one will keep your residual in, and it will keep people around. And so let's talk about market research right now. Okay, if you've been on a secret escape, oh, I really should not click my screen. I don't know why I want to keep clicking my screen. If you've been on a secret escape, I want to see you type that in the chat right now. I'm waiting to see who's been on a secret escape. Who's been on a secret escape already? Who's been on a secret escape already? Ziggy, awesome, awesome. Imola's been on a secret escape, lovely. Who else? Who else? Herbert's been on a secret escape, fantastic, awesome. So I love that you guys have already been on a secret escape, because do you know what that's called? That's called market research. That's called finding out what you're talking about. And so I have something to admit to you right now. I haven't been on a secret escape yet. I need to do my market research. So when I sell the products, I actually sell more skincare and more nutrition because I haven't yet experienced Club Secret through a secret escape. And that's something I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. But market research is learning how to take photos when you're on holiday, learning how to tell the story on social media. That's important. Learning how to do a story while you're there, right? That's market product research. Like for me, that's part of work. You've got to get on these things to know what on earth you're talking about. Yeah. So you want to tell somebody, yeah, the food is good in Prague. Have you tried the beer in Prague? Tastes like honeysuckle. You've got to go. Do you know what? In fact, don't worry about figuring out flights and things like that. We've got a booking engine that will do that for you. And we've got a trip coming up. And then it's about relationships. Who are you going to build friendships with on a trip? Who are you going to get access to on a trip that you don't usually get access to? Who are you going to get to spend time with on a trip that could be a rank or could be somebody that has the life that you would aspire to have for yourself? And who could you ask questions to that you wouldn't usually work with in the company? So here's what's happening. Myself and Efrosini are going on this trip to Prague next month. So we're working through November. There's no playtime in November. And then December, we said it's time to schedule play and product research. So we're heading out to Prague, and our great friends from Sweden are joining us. Torkel and Anna. They are so much fun. I had a night out. I thought I was tired. I wasn't tired. I just needed like some crazy night out with Torkel and Anna when I got to Sweden. It was like 15-hour flight, then a training, and then a 3-hour. How big is Sweden, by the way? Oh my gosh, 3-hour train ride to the other side of the country. And then we went out and we had a wild time. And we're going to be having another wild time again in Prague. And Torkel and Anna are just people that I love to travel with. And so Michael, join us. Exactly. You should come with us. There's space for more. So 15th till the 18th of December, we're going to be staying in the center of Prague at the NH Hotel. Now, I love this brand of hotel. I've stayed with the NH a couple of times. It's a crisp, clean, modern hotel. Daily breakfast included. Group transfers. That means they're going to be picking you up from the airport. And we all know that's like the main pain of us when you like land, right? You're like, oh, great. How do I get to like my next destination? So we've got the group transfers included. We're going to have a Christmas market tour. This is one of the most fun things in Eastern Europe to do. And I hear there's some of the best in Prague. We're going to have a host as well. And all of that per person is 224 euros. Yes, Sandy, it is an escape. This is a secret escape. And so we're all going on it, and we want you to come with us. We want to build relationships with you. We want to know who you are. We want to see you thrive. We want to like brainstorm together, get to know your family, you know, break bread and drink wine. No, the price is here. Thank you very much. So that's 224 euros or 555 euros per couple. So that would be on a double room. Okay. This is based on double occupancy. Okay. Oh, thank you, Boysa. So if you go without secret, she's worked out it's double the price, but we've got it here for half the price. But do you know what? If you went without secret, you wouldn't build the culture. You wouldn't build the community. You wouldn't build the relationships. You would miss out on all the fun if you went by yourself, because you know what? People are what create experiences, and we are the people. So how do you book this? Let's figure it out. How do we get booked for this escape? So you're going to go to your back office and you're going to go to the left-hand side and find your menu and go to your Club Secret website. So clubsecret.com, and then pay attention, and then you're going to log in. Okay. So you are going to log in. In fact, I give you permission right now. If you want to come on this trip with me, I give you permission to get your phone out right now while I'm talking about this slide, just while we're wrapping up, and start booking it. So you go to your back office, you find the Club Secret, you find the Club Secret website, and then you click on the escapes. Okay, you choose Secret Escapes, and you can book Prague. Okay, but you say you don't see my screen anymore. That's okay. I'm going to make sure. Do you still see it? Just let me know in the chat if we can see the screen. Yes, Sid, can you see my screen? Giving you a few moments. Yes, okay, thank you, Borsa. Awesome. And then you're going to go ahead and book your escape. So I'm in, Afrosini's in, Torkel's in. So Sandy, that might be because you're based out of Africa. Yeah, kids can go as well. Kids can go. Maybe you can book an extra room. But do you know what? We have customer service. Or if you have any questions directly relating to this trip, message me. I'm on Facebook. It's Melanie Aristide, as you see there. Reach out to me. Any questions you have, you reach out to me directly, and I'm going to get them sorted. I'm going to take personal responsibility because I want to make this one of the best trips that Europe has had so far. And I just can't wait to get to know all of you. So that's where we're going to be building our Christmas culture from. That is our December culture building trip. Bring your teams, bring your family, bring your friends, bring everybody. We can't wait to spend time with you. So just before we head to the new speaker, what is going on in your market this week? If you are in Hungary, Budapest, we have Efrosini Adamides, our Blue Diamond, and Octavian Diamond coming all the way from Romania. And he is going to be doing a training in Hungary. So make sure you've got your ticket. If you know somebody in the Hungarian team or you know somebody in Hungary, they need to be there and meet these two leaders. Yes, Michael, that is without flights. You do have the option to book your flights through our booking engine. So feel free to go ahead and make research as well. Now, the reason we don't include flights, little piece of information for everybody, because this question does come up a little bit when you're in travel, doesn't it? What about flights? What about flights? If you bear in mind, Secret is open in 42 countries around the world, every trip would be different if we needed to include flights. So that's why we provide the booking engine option for flights. Then Milan, ciao. We are coming for you. We can't wait to see you next Sunday, 13th of November. Myself and Efrosini are going to be there for a training. So let's make sure everybody's got their tickets. Annabelle has worked super hard on getting us a great venue, and we are sticking around on Monday to present with you. We are sticking around to do your 2-on-1s with you. We are sticking around to meet your prospects and close them on your behalf. So make sure you get there and you have your presentations booked so we can help you guys do that. And then the week after, I'm flying to Sibiu with Adina's wonderful new husband, Mihai. I'm going to be training. Mihai has such a beautiful heart. I'm very dedicated business owner here in Secret as well. So we're going to be doing a training together in Sibiu on the 19th of November. So guys, I think you know what you want to do, right? You want to meet me in Prague. That's exactly where you guys want to be. Give me a shout out on the chat if you want to meet me in Prague. I want to see right now who wants to meet me in Prague. Let me have a quick look. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. Cool. So now I believe we've saved the absolute best until last. This is the home stretch, guys. Like, put your seat belts on, strap in, get ready, pen and paper ready. Do not disturb, kids away. Like, we are coming into the home stretch. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing this gentleman. He is somebody that I have been going out of my way to model, to watch, to learn from over the past couple of years. It's coming up to 2 years now with Secret. Over the past couple of years that we've been with Secret, and he's got so much integrity, so much precision, so much dedication to our industry. And, you know, sometimes I say people are talented, but I don't believe in like natural talent. I think you just work really, really hard. And this is somebody I've seen work around the clock. I don't even know if this guy sleeps. Like, he has a family and everything. And I'm wondering, like, how does he spend time with his family? Because he's working so hard for us right now. And at the pay level that he's at, he doesn't actually have to work, but he keeps doing it for love of the game and love of the community that he's in. And so, guys, for the very first time, coming to you as a crown agent, please welcome Muzafer Najfi to our Secret Super Sunday. I'm just going to make you co-host so we can see your video. Awesome.
Hey, how are you? My video's disabled, but wait. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. Hey, everybody. Can you see me?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. First of all, I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for the kind introduction. Gosh, so I'm gonna start off by telling all of you that I am so grateful for all of you. First of all, this rank would not have happened without everybody on this Zoom. You know, we are all in this together. You're a part of this rank. This wouldn't have happened without you, no matter what your organization size is at all. I just want you guys to know that you're a part of the family. This award goes to you. It really does. I'm so thankful for you and your family and your belief and believing in me and in Secret. Every order, no matter if it was a club secret order or it was a professional pack or anything in between, helped this whole situation. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. We are all crowns together. Now what we have to do is we have to help finish your volume in your organization to make sure that the volume matches who you are. I believe you're a crown. I believe you're a crown royale. And we just need to help you get there. So I want to say thank you. And yes, we are Secret Ziggy 100%. I got to tell you something funny. And by the way, so I'm only going to be able to be on camera, and I'm so sorry for a little bit. So you're going to have to forgive me, everyone. with the time change here in Atlanta, I'm actually headed to Colombia, and I didn't realize till just about an hour ago that my flight, which was supposed to be in 4 hours, is now in 3 hours. I'm headed to Colombia, which means I have to be at the airport 2 hours before. And but I'm not going to leave the Zoom. I'm going to be with you. I may not be on camera. Now, I hope that's okay with all of you, but I will do my best to give you the information that you more than well deserve. So I'm going to start off by saying that, because in a short minute here, I'm going to be off camera. But what I do want to tell you, looking at you eye to eye, is that I'm so proud of you and I'm so grateful for you. And right now it is your turn, and this is going to be your time. And we are going to spend some time today talking about how to help you get promoted, how to help you get to the next level, and some of the things that I've been doing in order to help you with that, right? That I've been helping other people. Like recently, we just helped a new organization where the leader just finished Blue Diamond. We helped 2 diamonds in her organization, 4 rubies in her organization, and, you know, a lot of platinums and golds and silvers and royales. And I'm going to tell you exactly what we did. Okay, so I'm going to give you that information just so you know. The funny thing about We Are Secret, real quickly, is that we were at the event here in the United States, and I was saying that from stage, and everybody knows me because I say it all the time. And so it was being said throughout the weekend at the event, we are secret, right? So every time I went up, I'd say it. And so then Isaac went up and he was speaking, and he was speaking from the heart. And at one point he said, and he was in a regular conversation. It wasn't Muzafer style. He was in a regular conversation, and he just happened to say, and I want you guys to know that, you know, we are, and as in, he was literally going into a different direction. But when he said we are, the whole crowd yelled secret, and that wasn't where he was going. But because it's ingrained in us and our subconscious, it was absolutely amazing and magical at that moment. So just so you guys know, it was funny and magical and incredible all at the same time. But what I do want you to know is that also I'm here to tell you guys that, you know, for us, your success and growth and development is so important. And I know that some of you guys have heard, you know, for us as a company, sometimes people make decisions and they find a different path for them and their family. And we always wish people the best. And we had somebody in our community, and he's still a friend of ours, and his name is Mark Cassetta, and he has decided to go in a different direction to do events for multiple companies, and he has chosen to do something with another network marketing company. And I know some people are saddened, but you have to be happy for people as they move on and grow. And I want you to know something, so are we, right? And he's happy for us as he's seen our new development of what we're looking to do, of evolving our training program. You know, for a lot of us, we've been together, and, you know, for us, being with me, we've been together for 2 years. For a lot of you, being together for 5 years or 7 years or 10 years, and you've been to the same trainings, you know, for, you know, year after year, right? And the point is that what we wanted to do is that we wanted to do something that was leader-led. And we spoke to the leaders, where it was me, Jesse, Troy, Matt Morris, Eric, you know, a lot of us, we had this conversation, Efrosini, a lot of our Blue Diamonds and above, we had these conversations, and we talked about, you know, instead of having a director of training, a lot of the leaders have spent 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, for me, 27 years in this training program. I've designed a seminar company, so is Matt Morris, so is a lot of folks. And what we wanted to do was have something that is leader-led, that we can grow grow and develop together. We've had a lot of leaders say, hey, can we add some of these subjects to the training? Can we have some of these things? Can we do some more trainings on how to do online? Can we do more? And yes, the answer is yes, number one. Number two, what we want to do is that with the training comes a revenue. And that revenue, Isaac has always said, how do we keep everything inside of the community? So what we want to do is also have a revenue sharing situation for the leaders that are helping to develop and make the trainings grow. So leaders in Africa, leaders in Europe, all of you, we want to reward you for helping guide and develop our community. The money and the wealth should stay in the community, just so you know. So this is not going to be a United States thing. It's not going to be a one-person thing. This is going to be a leader-led, all over the world situation, starting with what we're trying to do in Italy in February, guys. I want you guys to know we're going to have the 4 major events a year, just like we do, right? We're going to have regional trainings, but all of these things are going to be content delivered and put together by the leaders that are in the field on a daily basis working. And what we want to do is that when you have someone like Melanie, or you have someone like Jasid, and Jasid is a phenomenal leader that is incredible in front of the room, or you have a Ioana, or you have a Ziggy, or you have people that are growing and developing. We want to reward these leaders as they are going on stage all over the world, and we want to keep the wealth inside the community to be able to take care of our leaders that are driving our community. Just so you guys know, I promise you, we're going to kill it in Venice. You know who's coming? Jesse's coming. Isaac's coming. Matt Morris is coming. Some of the best. And we're going to have local European leaders helping as well. So I just want you guys to know that we've got everything in place for us to take this to the next level. Have zero doubt, guys. I'm telling you right now that this next wave, your next 5 to 10 years, as we build stadiums filled with people, and there's thousands in Europe, thousands in Africa, thousands in North America, we want you to be able to be the one that drove it, that also receives the benefits of it, because you're going to put in blood, sweat, and tears to help train, develop, and grow. Melanie said it right. She said, I don't believe that Muzafer was born this way. I wasn't born this way. I became this way because of training after training after training. I was around multiple trainers. Mark and I had the same mentor. And as we both grew and developed, Mark went off in a different direction in 1997, and I went off in a different direction in 1997. And we grew and developed, and I built 6 organizations to one of their highest levels, and we made millions of dollars in this profession before coming to Secret. And then we took our information, knowledge, desire, and drive and put it into Secret with our heart. And this is what's created this amazing, amazing opportunity. And so I want you guys to know that your future is so secure. It's so bright. And you are sitting at the table right now with an opportunity to be one of our leaders that drives the training program. But that means that we have to continuously grow and develop. And I need you to be a platinum. I need you to be a platinum and above. I need you to be a ruby and above. I need you to be a diamond and above. I need you. I can't tell you how much I need you to grow and develop. I need you to do the extra that you haven't been willing. Now, I can't say willing is the word. I do believe everybody was willing. What I can say is that sometimes life gets in the way and we let it get in the way. Now what I need you to do is make sure Secret is unequivocally one of your top priorities, right? I'm not saying to take anything away from God. I'm not saying to take anything away from your family, right? Because we got God, family, and we have our life. All I'm trying to say is that whatever your religious beliefs are, I'm not taking anything away from that, not taking anything away from your family. What I am saying is that you have to find a way to make Secret something that's so important, that's a must and not a should, that we've got to get it done. So as I continue to talk at this moment, I'm going to ask for forgiveness. I'm not going to stop the training, but I'm going to ask for forgiveness that at this moment, I'm going to shut the camera off on me. So this way I will be walking out of my hotel room, going to my car, getting to the airport, because I somehow have to get there in a short period of time to get on this flight. So I'm still with you. I'm just gonna have to do this right now. Okay, so as we talk about what is needed, a lot of you guys know, and forgive me, I did not get a chance to watch this Zoom as much as I would have wished to have been able to watch this whole Zoom, but I was in other meetings, and I know that you guys had great information today. I know that you had great speakers today, right? I know that between Melanie and Tracey and Henry and Mike and Adina, that you guys had. Oh, did you guys hear me through that whole thing? Hopefully you did.
We did.
But yeah, Melanie, you guys can still hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Amazing. So with all the speakers that you guys had today, I'm sure you guys had great information and training that was given to you, because I know everyone, right? And what I can tell you is that outside of that, what I want you guys to know is that what's happening right now, when we look at that, there was over 400 ranks that happened. And a lot of these ranks happened because people went to work and presented. Now, for the first time in my 7 years, I saw the company do double QV. I've never seen it in 7 years of being in secret. In 7 years. And by the way, before I shoot myself in the foot, double QV is also in Europe, right, Melanie? It's like I'm saying that live on a call. Shame on me, but I got to do it before I shoot myself in the foot.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's here in Europe. Yes.
All right. And in Europe and in Africa, and also in Europe and Africa, Melanie, we have the $2,000 package, correct?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. All right, guys, let me take you through this. Here's what I'm going to show you is exactly what I just did to help those people break those ranks. So, and before this Zoom, I just did it for a lady that's transitioning over right now to secret. So I'm going to tell it to you. So I hope you guys write it down correctly. Okay. So here's what happens. And I need you to write this down and visually see this. So the first thing I do is when I sit down with somebody, the system is pretty simple, right? The system is step 1, 2, and 3 are mandatory, and step 4 is what I help you do as a leader. So this is what I tell everybody, right? There's 4 steps. Step 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Ziggy, so your pro pack is 1,200. Thank you for telling me, right? So step 1, 2, and 3 is mandatory. Step 4 is what I, as the leader, help you do. Again, I'm going to say it again. Step 1, 2, and 3 is mandatory. Step 4 is what I help you do as the leader. All right. Step 1 is the obvious when you get started. When you get started, what happens is that you pick a package, right? That's what you do. That's what everybody does. You pick a pack. And I draw this out for people. This is what I did for this whole new team that got promoted. So I'm just telling you guys word for word what I did. I wrote down step 1 and it was pick a pack. Step 2 was 50-50. I taught this at the European training and I'm teaching it again right now. Step 2 is 50-50. I taught this on the all agent call and I'm teaching it again right now because there's no reason until everybody's doing this exact thing to teach something different. This is the system. Step 1 is pick a pack. Step 2 is 50-50. Step 3 is register for Italy, right? That's what you have to register for is playbook. If you're not registering for training, I'm not working with you. That's a harsh statement, but why would I? Guys, listen, I'm not going to work 3 times as hard in this business with people that aren't willing to get trained, right? So you've got to be willing to get trained. Now, I get it. It's a little more difficult for Africa to get there. So what we want to do is find regionals or find ways for Africa to make sure that they're getting trained. But listen, I personally think that it's worth the sacrifice, everybody, to find a flight to get there. It's just how I have always built the business, is getting people trained, right? It is something that is not optional for me. It is mandatory. It's how I live my business, guys. So step 1, 2, 3, you pick a pack, you do 50-50, guys. 50-50 is the best loyalty program I have seen in my life. And I show people what's in it for them, right? Which is their vacation every year for the rest of your life, right? I tell them the 50 is obvious because the first 50, right? The first 50 is really all that is the club secret, and that's included in your pack, and the setup is already done. The other 50, you have to set up as a leader for your people, and that's where people don't do it the right way, is they don't set up the other 50. Right. So I just want you guys to know that you have to set up the other 50, guys. You have to. So that's what you have to help people do. And you have to help see what's in it for them. So the first 50 is club secret. The second 50 is product. 50-50, guys. We need to get the whole world on 50-50. Like, there's no two ways about it. The whole world needs to be on 50-50. All right. Then registering for training, you need to make mandatory, guys. You have to make it mandatory. Registering for training is one of the most important things that you can do in your business, hands down, end of story. Okay. At that point, what happens is that the fourth step is Rockstar, right? So the fourth step is Rockstar. And that's where we help people get 4 signups. So people do step 1, 2, 3. I help them do step 4. What I do is that I show people how Rockstar doubles their commissions. So I have people write down the $400 pack, the $700 pack, the $2,000 pack. That's the packs in the United States. Please write down the numbers. Whether you're in Europe, they're going to be slightly different. If you're in Africa, they're going to be slightly different for your packages. But I write down the packages. Then I write down the products that are underneath them. In the US, a $400 pack has 500 products. The 700 has 900. The 2000 has 3,500. Then what I do is I write down 1 vacation, and 3 vacations. I know it's slightly different in Africa. Again, write the numbers down that you guys know in your area. Then what I do is I show them what 4 signups means, how the double commissions work. And right now there's 1 more vacation added for 4 signups in the month of November and November only, and how double the QV can help them get to either bronze, royale, or silver, right? Right now in the US with the professional pack, 4 signups can help somebody go silver. You get 3 promotions. I know in Africa it's going to be different because the professional pack is different. And I know that the income status in some of these countries are different. But guys, listen, you're going to have people that can do it, and you're going to have people that can. You're also going to have people that shouldn't be able to, but they're going to find a way to do it. But it all comes from your certainty, your belief, your desire, your energy, and your willingness to promote this the right way, just so you guys know. That's the most important thing that I can tell you guys at this moment, is that I show people the value of this, the value of it. And then what I do is that I help people, guys. This is something, and not saying that you don't help people. I'm going to finish my statement in a second. But what I help people do is I help people set appointments. That's the biggest fear in this industry. So the one thing I want to encourage all of you to do is partner up with somebody at least once a week or twice a week. Find a partner. Guys, write this down. Find a partner, somebody that is driven, right? Somebody that's driven, a little more driven than you. Remember that. Someone that's a little more driven than you. Motivated, maybe another word that translates better. Someone that's a little bit more motivated than you. Get them as a partner and set up 1 Zoom or 2 Zooms in a week with that person. You know what you do in that Zoom? They're already in the business. They're already in the business. This is not a presentation Zoom. You find someone that's already a secret agent that's a little bit more motivated than you. A lot of times it's someone in your upline. And for example, you find Efrosini, you find Melanie, you find Ioana, you find Octavian, you find Gabor, you find Torko, you find Jasid, you find Annabelle, you find Melody, you find like anybody that like I'm just throwing out names, right? You find Ziggy, you find guys, anybody that is Henry, right? Like you find anybody that's a little bit more motivated than you, and you partner up with them and you set up a 1 hour Zoom in a week, every week, guys, every week. What do you do in that Zoom? You set appointments together. So you look at each other on the Zoom and you go, hey, we're going to set appointments together. And we don't stop until we have 5 appointments booked, 5. So if in 1 hour you didn't book 5 appointments, you set another 1 hour Zoom in the week somewhere until you finish 5 appointments. You may be able to do it in the first Zoom. You may be able to do it in the second Zoom for sure, but you don't stop until you have 5 appointments booked for the week, but you do it with a partner, not by yourself sitting at home. The biggest fear for most people is setting appointments, and most people try to do it by themselves and they don't accomplish it. So you have to pick a partner and you stare at each other. And if you see someone that's not making phone calls, you go, hey, what are you doing? I'm making calls. You got to make calls. If you hear somebody getting stuck trying to book appointments, help them. But you need a business partner, a workout partner, someone that is going to do this Zoom with you once a week or twice a week, but whatever it takes to get 5 appointments done a week. Right now, I just need you to do this every week from now until Italy. That's it, guys. Every week from now until Italy. That's it. Right? Until you got to do this with everybody in your organization, right? My friend Jennifer is on this Zoom, and I would tell Jennifer that every person in your organization, you should be doing a Zoom with them until they book 5 appointments. So you either do 1 with them or you do 2 Zooms with them. So I would do it for sure with your organization, and people outside your organization, if they need help from you, then help them. But right now, everybody in your organization, you should be doing this with. If you don't have anyone in your organization, that means you need to be booking 5 appointments a week. Guys, you need to be booking 5 appointments a week if you don't have anybody in your organization. If you do have people in your organization, you need to be doing this with them. That's the most important thing. Listen, everyone, that's what you need to do. And we need to build from now until Italy harder than we've ever built before. Okay, we're going into Black Friday. I know we're going to be doing a bunch of Black Friday trainings for you guys, but right now you need more agents in your business. You need more ranks, more promotions. Do not lose the double QV in November. Map it out, show your team, and help them go. Guys, listen, I'm telling you what I tell people. My new team that gets started, everyone I talk to, I go, we got to help you get silver your first day, ruby your first week, diamond your first 2 weeks. Wow, Muzafer, that's aggressive. Yes, but going diamond is only 20 professional packs left, 20 professional packs right. That's it. Now, can everybody do that? No, but you're going to find people that do other packs in between, and that's okay. But I'm going to aggressively push people because I've never seen double QV ever in my life, ever, until now. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, listen, I'm sorry that my portion is shorter than what I planned it to be, but I just realized that if I go in this elevator, it's going to cut you guys out. So I wanted to give you as much as I possibly could in a short period of time. Please do the Zooms, guys. Please do them. And please take advantage of the double QV. And I have to sign off, so please forgive me. But I love you guys. I'm proud of you guys. And I can't wait to celebrate all of your successes. Okay, so Melanie, I'm going to turn it back over to you and to everyone in Europe, Africa, US, everyone that's joined us. I want you to know that I love you. I'm proud of you. And I can't wait to celebrate your success. Have a great day, everyone, and God bless.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Muzafer. Guys, so with what Muzafer said, it's action time, right? So here's the thing. We're supposed to finish at 8. It's 7:38 right now. What if we take the next 20 minutes and with 100 and more people that are on this call, we book appointments? I'm here right now live with you, okay? I'm gonna help you through any questions that might come up during inviting. But let's do an inviting session live right now. Let's finish strong. Let's go into November the way that we want to go into November. Let's get that Black Friday happening. So right now, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to play some music in the background, but the chat is here. And every time you book an appointment, I want you to type in that you've booked an appointment, or maybe you've booked a home open like Tracey said, okay? Or maybe you've booked a time with your team to help them have an inviting session. So thank you so much, Muzafer, for all that you've said. Europe is going to execute what you've said right now. And I'm going to see from the attendee numbers either dropping right now, and I can see who's logging off, and I can see who's staying on. So I know who the champions are. I'm just calling you out. It's 20-minute work time right now. We are not finishing early. We're going to book appointments. So I'm muting my mic. I'm putting the microphone on, and let's the music on, and let's get to this. Let's get inviting, guys. As soon as you have an invitation booked, let's write that in the chat.
Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para el after party. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Wait up for me. Wait up for me.
It's your baby.
Wait up for me.
Ojos que no ven, corazón que nada sabe. Por eso semana cambió mi clave. De lo que tenemos nadie le da detalle. Somos desconocidos en la calle. Ojos que no ven, corazón que nada sabe. Por eso semana cambió mi clave. De lo que tenemos nadie le da detalle. Somos desconocidos en la calle. Ten cuidado que no queden mal parqueados. Yo sé que hacerlo callado. Tú juras que nadie sospeche. Pa' que no termine bloqueado. Baby, yo quiero de tu boca. Pero tú tienes novia. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para el after party. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Oye, baby, sé que tú andas sola. Vamos para el after party. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Wait up for me. Wait up for me. Yeah, wait up for me. Wait up for me.
It's the after party, baby. Mariah, Kevin Little, Prince Royce, Farruko, Alex Sensation. Come on.
Mariah, bitch.
My best life, best life. On Bentley, je voulais vivre ma best life. Best life, best life, best life, best life, best life. En VV, je voulais vivre ma best life.
On arrive en hélico, ça fait comme Enrico. Mais mon premier c'est trop hala en écho. Millions d'euros de déco, sois pas jaja, c'est ma pinko. Moi je prends des selfies jusqu'à Porto Rico.
J'avais la haine, j'ai joué jusqu'à lundi. J'ai le tem-tem, j'ai mis le sac à lundi. Et la Zina, elle s'habille tout en Fendi. J'suis sur TikTok, elle fait la danse des bandits. J'suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. Comme quand j'me jette dans la foule et qu'ils allument les briquets. Ce soir, t'es relou, t'as le sang imbibé. La première que tu croises, tu l'appelles mon bébé.
J'suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. Quand je me jette dans la foule et qu'ils allument les briquets. Ce soir, t'es relou, t'as le sang imbibé. La première que tu croises, tu l'appelles mon bébé. Laisse-moi vivre ma best life.
Best life, en Bentley, je voulais vivre ma best life. Best life, best life, en VV, je voulais vivre ma best life. J'étais pas là, j'étais dans la baraque. La voiture au garage, moi ton avion sur Paname. J'ai le vague à l'âme, ça m'a touché, j'ai l'alarme. Tu peux fumer, j'ai mis la soquette sur l'alarme.
Qui t'a dit que j'étais fauché? Je viens d'atterrir au bouger. Dans le fond, tout m'a coudé. Je les vois tous jalousés. Je suis très organisé. Des petits j'avais bougé. Je suis en airplay tout l'été. Le rond rouge, je l'ai pas fêté.
J'suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. Comme quand je me jette dans la foule et qu'ils allument les briquets. Ce soir, t'es relou, t'as le sang imbibé. La première que tu croises, tu l'appelles mon bébé.
Je suis dans des bails de fou, tu vois, c'est pas compliqué. serrer ton petit corps pour mieux sentir ton cœur. Je te connais par cœur, je sais que t'en veux encore. Je vais serrer ton petit corps pour mieux sentir ton cœur.
My best life, en Bentley, je voulais vivre ma best life. Best life, en féfé, je voulais vivre ma best life.
The last that I could she saw him, carried away by a moonlight shadow. He passed on worried and morning, carried away by a moonlight shadow. Lost in the middle of Saturday night, far away on the other side. He was caught in the middle of a desperate fight, and she couldn't find how to push through. The trees, the whisper in the evening, carried away by a moonlight shadow, sing a song of sorrow and grieving, carried away by a moonlight shadow. All she saw was a silhouette of a gun, far away on the other side. He was shot 6 times by a man on the run, and she couldn't find how to push through. The trees, the whisper in the evening, carried away by a moonlight shadow, sing a song of sorrow and grieving, carried away by a moonlight shadow. All she saw was a silhouette of a gun, far away on the other side. He was shot 6 times by a man on the run, and she couldn't find how to push through. could buy me, made my heart whole. I'd given up on romance, then I found you. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love can do. Can someone tell me what is happening to me? You're my oxygen, now I can find breathe. Didn't care for anyone until it was you. Ain't it crazy what love can do? Crazy what love can do. Da 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 da.
Alrighty, let's see how many people have booked appointments. So guys, you know what I love is I love those that have stayed for the dedicated amount of time. So I can see that, about a quarter of people jumped off, but you were the ones who stayed and chose to build your business during this time that you'd allocated to training, because we said 4 until 8, right? We said it would be 4 hours, and so many people have done it. So let's see who's booked. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get in the chat and see how many appointments we've booked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Amazing. So that's great, guys. So I feel like just between us right now, we've taken the time to book 20 appointments. I've booked a home spa party as well during this time. So I've got 2 people coming to that so far. So I was working at the same time as well. Somebody's got 2 for tomorrow morning. That's fantastic. But I love that we did this collectively as a group. And so let's do more of this, because this is what builds our business. So really well done, Meryl, 1 for tomorrow evening. Fantastic. See if you can get together with your team and do this weekly and fill up the week. And like some of the ways that we do it when we've got, when we're working with people is we do like a little pizza party on a Sunday evening. And we get people together and, we'll say, okay, 1 hour, we're doing a pizza party. And for the person that books the most appointments, they get this. And it could be like a free product, or it could be, like a bottle of nutrition, or it's like a little giveaway. So I do that incentive for people during our inviting sessions. Maybe after we've all worked hard, we have some playtime. We watch a movie to create culture, right? So the team that plays together stays together. So let's make it fun while we're inviting as well. When do you invite for spa parties, and how many do you invite? I would very much say that depends on your market as to when you invite for spa parties. So I'll give some examples. Like here in Cyprus, we can generally invite maybe 3 days out, 3 or 4 days out. In London, you got to invite like 2 weeks out, minimum a week, sometimes even more. Like even to see my best friend in London, I need to give her 3 weeks notice, because London's like one of those busy cities. So it really depends on your people. But like to give you an example, Monday night I was out at an event, got invited to an event on Saturday night. So that was 5 days notice, right? So you got to play it by ear based on your market, your contacts. How many do you invite? That's a great question. I want to say that depends on how many reps you have in the room with you. So if it's just you, I would say you could probably handle, how many you can handle, but I can handle 7 to 10 alone. That's my level of confidence. If I've got like some support with me, maybe Efrosini, maybe a couple of my other leaders are coming down to support me, then I feel like I could manage a few more as well. So completely up to you. Make sure you've got some support, or you can Skype somebody in to give you that support as well. Great guys, fantastic work. So happy Sunday. Keep the good work going. What I would do right now is I'd set yourself a target. Do you want to go up to 10 calls? Do you want to go out to 10 invites sent out? Do you want to go to spoken to 10 people? Do you want to have 10 appointments confirmed? Set yourself a little target, and then let's go from there. So it's been an amazing night. Book your training, book the escape. So the next training we have coming up is Venice. That's our major training. Book your local training if you are in Hungary, if you are in Milan, if you're in Italy, if you're in Romania. And let's make sure we all get to Italy, and I will see you in Prague. All right, have a great night, everyone.